Welcome
Alright,
back to the
everybody,
What
what
the
is
Fuck.
up?
God fucking damn it.
I'm just playing.
Fuck off. Well, welcome back to the What the Fuck podcast. A What the Fuck intro for the What the Fuck podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me we're on episode 18. Am I correct?
Yep.
Oh my god, okay.
Finally got one correct.
Fuck you.
We have a lot to discuss today. We had a lot last week, and now we got a lot this week. So, I don't know what you want to get started with. You can pick and choose your poison, because we got a lot of shit to dig through in this episode.
Well, we could start with my surprise topic.
Oh yeah, Austin has another gripping surprise, I'm sure.
WWE and Netflix announced a
Oh god.
interactive Undertaker horror movie.
Oh, I heard about that. It also has the New Day in it too.
But let me get this straight. Movies are meant for watching, right? This is an
Mm-hmm.
interactive horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not see the problem with that?
Well, I'm not exactly sure how it's like how exactly is it interactive?
It's saying
Like
that
what?
basically it said that you get to pick the situations that the New Day are going basically.
Hmm. Interesting. I wonder what made them do that. I mean,
I
they're worried about that. Meanwhile, they're not doing very well when it comes to the actual show.
You know what I'm just thinking about here?
Hmm.
Why won't you let the Undertaker retire the Undertaker character? What the fuck,
Because
dude? Like,
because it can still make them money.
like, genuinely, in Netflix of all places, I only keep Netflix for Stranger Things. I only do that for
Same.
Stranger Things. Like, now we're gonna have to watch this at some fucking point.
You could do a live commentary on it.
I know. But how's that gonna work if we fucking pick. I don't even know how that's gonna work if we pick the fucking outcome. Because, like, if it, like, the people watching are watching the movie alongside it, like, they get to pick their own outcome,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, well, if we pick something and they don't pick that same thing, and it's. I don't even know how, dude. I don't even know how.
It'll
Like,
certainly be interesting.
it'd be like. It's so confusing, because why is that a thing? I have never heard of an interactive movie.
Me neither.
I mean, the only thing that I've somewhat heard of is a special feature on Final Destination 3, this DVD, where you could choose like the which death happens to which character. So like, if you didn't want like the death that the character got in the actual movie, you could see a different death that they filmed.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not a part of the actual movie. It's a special feature.
Yeah. I don't know. Undertaker's gonna be playing the Undertaker character till the day he dies.
Fucking Gundertaker.
Mm-hmm. The older Taker.
Alright,
So I guess
well.
I guess that's all Austin had to say about that.
Because, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, what. I thought you were going to get a little upset about it. That's why I made it like a surprise. I was
Why
like,
would I get upset about it?
I don't know. Because I was thinking, man, I wish I had something to do with Alexa Bliss. That would have got you real fucking mad.
We'll get to her later.
Oh, I didn't know we were getting to her later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you want to go on your Nia Jax versus Charlotte rant?
Well, so from what I understand, last week they did Nia Jax versus Charlotte Flair, and people apparently said it was the worst 10 minutes of wrestling I've ever seen, and apparently Charlotte and Nia Jax, apparently what had happened was Nia Jax was botching because, of course, it's Nia Jax, and so her and Charlotte got into a for real shoot fight because Nia was botching, and they were actually legit pissed at each other. From what I didn't see it, but it's what I heard. And Nia Jax pinned Charlotte, and now this week they wrestled again, and apparently it was another horrible match. And Charlotte retained the title, thank God. And I
I
never thought I'd
only
say that, but
I only
fuck Nia
saw
Jax.
I only saw the clips for the first match. I didn't see the clips for the second match. All I know is I never want to see another Nia Jax clip because now she's wearing this outfit where she's showing skin now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, fuck, no, dude, no. Just no.
Oh, but it
Like,
gets better because somebody said that because there's this war going back and forth between people. They're like, oh, Nia Jax can't wrestle, and then some people were like, oh, Nia Jax should become the women's champion, and oh, Nia would be something different. And then someone brought up the fact that they're like, she can't do good at anything she does, and they're like, what do you mean? So apparently, I've seen this fact come up. Apparently, Nia Jax used to be in like karate and judo classes when she was younger, and she got kicked out of karate and or judo. And do you want to know
no,
why?
she didn't. No.
Do you want to know
Okay,
why?
why?
Because she injured the other competitors. I'm not
Wow.
kidding. And
Wow.
now all this time later, when she's in a professional sport, she's doing the same thing. So for the people who said Nia Jax used to be good, she was never good. Even when she was a little kid, she was never good at anything she did. She was always botching. How do you fucking injure other people in your judo class and get yourself kicked out? You fucking idiot. She's not even. She thinks she's good at being a model. One, you have to be attractive to be a model, Nia.
Oh
Which
my
you're not, so you're not good at that either. She thinks she's good at reality TV on Total Divas. You're not a good actress at all, and everybody on that show
No, but
is not a good actress.
the thing is, you don't even have to be an actress to be in reality TV. It's reality TV for a fucking reason.
Yeah, but even then, she's not good at it. So,
No,
to be fair, Total Divas was never good to begin with, but,
no.
like, I'm
I
pretty sure
watched it
it's
because it was.
canceled now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's canceled now. I watched it because it was all such a shit show. Like,
Yeah.
like I was one of those
But,
people that only wanted to watch it because it was a shit show.
hmm So, that you had that awfulness. So then, right fucking after, Charlotte beats Nia, right? Who comes out? Who in the world can come out? Austin's goddess, Alexa Bliss, comes out and challenges Charlotte and immediately gets a women's championship match at Extreme Rules. Now, I ask, what did this woman do to deserve a women's championship match on a pay-per-view
But
when
no,
all she did was beat fucking Eva Marie at SummerSlam?
well, Vince McMahon obviously thinks that Eva Marie is the greatest talent in the world for her to be a stepping stone to a championship title shot. I mean,
Well, I think the reasoning is because they don't have anybody else. Because guess what they're doing now, Austin? They're putting Nikki Ass, and Rhea Ripley in the women's tag title division now. So
Because
there you go. And they have nobody else for Charlotte to face. So, we got Nia. She's big, right? Oh, we got Alexa Bliss. She's really over with the crowd because of the simps. So, and who's gonna be next? Eva Marie. That's gonna be my guess. Charlotte's gonna beat
no, but
Alexa
you could
at Extreme
do.
Rules and then
They could
face Eva Marie.
do the Dewdrop Illusion or whatever they're calling it now. That's literally what Dewdrop said on fucking Raw. I saw a clip of it this morning, like right before I went out and did stuff.
Once again, you have to be attractive to be a model, and Dewdrop is not attractive. You seen her almost blow Eva Marie's coat out at SummerSlam when she tried to put it on.
I mean, when she was a little bit not as big as she was now, she could have been in that territory, but she has gotten bigger over time. Like you look at her in the Indies and you look at her now.
Well, some would say that maybe it's their catering service that all these wrestlers are getting so big, but it can't be that. It can't be that because WWE, and this can lead into my rumor thing. One of the rumors apparently is WWE has made budget cuts to their catering service. So let me pull this up actually.
What
So I
are
can
they
read this to you.
serving? Fucking were they serving like lobster and now they're serving just like fucking microwavable chicken nuggets? Like, what does that mean? Budget cuts to the catering.
You'll see in a second. Let me find it. What? Okay, is this the wrong article? Okay, so according to Ringside News, budget cuts led WWE to part ways with their long-term caterer in favor of venue-supplied food. That means food from the arena they're in. And in November, a new, cheaper vendor will be used. They're also down to one backstage camera crew, a move one tenured member of the creative team. Wait, what? Oh, a move that a tenured member of the creative team said was short-sighted. So, yeah, they made budget cuts to their catering service because apparently the catering that they were feeding all these jobbers and people that they don't use on television was just it was too expensive. And you have fucking Nia Jax and Dewdrop back there, fucking stuffing their faces every fucking Raw,
My
and
fucking god.
I mean, Nia Jax does, to be fair, Nia Jax does ring up quite the food bill, I imagine.
To be fair
So,
though. To be fair though.
hmm but speaking of rumors, I have a few other rumors here. Um, Hold on, let me see. Another rumor that came out is the host of WWE's The Bump, Evan Mack, which is the main guy that was on The Bump. He quit WWE last week.
The fuck?
No. I hold on, let me click on it.
But the bump was where we found out that John Morrison was re-signed. And now what is he doing? uh
Okay, this is like it takes me to PW Insider, but it doesn't give me the specific article that this links to. So I don't know what the fuck. This comes from SBNation.com.
Well, since you're talking about the bump, I'm gonna give my opinions on the bump. The bump sucks ass. Like, the bump is probably one of the worst wrestling oriented shows I've ever. I would rather watch WWE backstage. Like, have you watched the bump, Devin?
Oh, watched it once or twice.
Like, it's as bad as Raw Talk. And I couldn't even get through one 30-minute episode of Raw Talk. Like, the bump is like 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes. And it's as bad as a 30-minute episode of Raw Talk.
I'm trying to find this, like, why he left the bump. I'm trying to look it up. It says reports that Evan T. Mack, one of the hosts of WWE's web series, The Bump, left the company this past week. He was not included in this Wednesday's episode. According to Mack's post on Twitter, it seemed that he didn't want to leave. He wrote, "Gone, fam, unceremoniously, in a shame." Then the current hosts of the programming. If this site would fucking 411 Mania stop with the fucking ads. Okay, I guess that's it. It doesn't give a reason why he left. It just says he tweeted that he was gone and that he didn't want to leave. So I don't know if they released him for some reason. I don't fucking know. Fucking website's pissing me off. I'm trying to read an article and it's just slapping ad after ad in my face.
Jeez.
God damn it. Did I have anything else? No. Okay, I didn't have anything else on that page.
Well, I will get to my next topic. Which I guess could lead into yours. You might as well talk about it, because Devin told me right before we did the podcast, because I didn't watch Raw, because who gave a fuck about Raw? Who really gives a fuck? I only saw like that one Dewdrop clip. So Devin told me that Cross not only faced John Morrison, Mr. Johnny Drip Drip, but he was on Moist TV.
Yes, indeed.
Give me a second while I research where the nearest cliff is for me to jump off of.
Alright, well, while you do that, I will look up the clip of him on Moist TV.
Oh, great.
If they could fucking put it when I search it, Jesus.
Next clip is like
where is it?
fucking an hour away. God damn it.
Okay, I don't want the match. I want the fucking Moist TV segment.
Jesus Christ.
Why did they not post the Moist TV segment?
Oh, look it up on YouTube. You could probably find it on there.
Alright. Moist TV with special guest Cross.
Drip Drip, the only man moist enough to ride a dry slip and slide. That's right, alcoholics. It's time for...
He said Johnny Drip Drip, the only man moist enough to ride a slip and slide. Oh my god, he has a blow up fucking... I don't even know what that is, and he's making it talk.
Johnny Drip Drip, and tonight's guest is not the Miz, because I couldn't find him anywhere. It's Karrion Kross. Make yourself comfortable, Karrion. You have made quite the splash since coming to Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah, quite the splash.
I was hoping you were going to have that hourglass, but he was like, he was carrying the movie Dune around in a glass case. I get it, though. I mean, excess baggage fees do add up. So, Kross, I think the people are thirsty for some info on what makes Kross tick. Well, first and foremost, John, I'd just like to say thank you very much for having me on the show. It's a real honor. I think I could be easily described as a person who wants to make people's worst dreams a reality. Fascinating, just interesting stuff. What do you plan on doing next? Well, John, I plan on making you suffer. Really? You know what? It sounded like you were making a threat there for a second, but I get it. It's a euphemism. Because the locker room here knows that if you threaten Johnny Drip Drip, you end up getting moistened up by a dripstick. So, seriously,
Nope.
I mean,
No.
next, the U.S. title, WWE title, are you going to eviscerate some splash hole like AJ Styles or Sheamus? These all sound like great ideas. I think I'll do all of those. Right after I eliminate you.
Cross.
Existence.
Cross, I can't defend you no more.
Look, I've been in this game for 2 decades, and I'm still 3 decades ahead of you. I've been in the ring with The Undertaker and Kane and DX, the cool members. So stop trying to be scary, because listen, you asked for answers, and now tonight you're going to get them in the ring when I teach you to fall and pray.
Where's Scarlett?
They're booing the shit out of Cross, dude.
Please tell me, where the fuck is Scarlett?
Oh my god.
At
Someone
least,
in the crowd had a sign that said Gimp Suit Cross.
at least, if Scarlett was there, there'd be something nice to look at. Not fucking Cross looking like a fucking porno parody of goddamn Action Smash from Demolition!
But he made Morrison fall and pray with the what the fuck was it? The Dripstick 2000 Austin that we saw at SummerSlam. And we saw that The Miz turned on Morrison, but now The Miz is nowhere to be found. And Morrison said himself, Cross has made, quote unquote, quite the splash since coming to Raw.
You need to find some cyanide pills.
But what happened to you being a fan of Cross, Austin? You spoke so highly of Cross.
Until he joined the main roster! They fucked him up the first night he was there!
Well, I mean...
God damn it!
Well, I mean, from you being pissed to me being pissed, we could talk about the first night he was there, or at least the man he faced the first night he was there, the man he lost to, Jeff Hardy, and we can talk about how Jeff Hardy has been trending all day.
Yeah, you talk about Jeff Hardy, because I'm gonna talk about Jeff Hardy too. They made Cross lose to Jeff!
Yep, and now Jeff is in the 24/7 title division. What the fuck, dude?
At that point, why make new stars when you can bury them?
I can't even,
Let's bury your old stars too. Let's make Drew Let's make Drew McIntyre go on a team with Drake Maverick.
I can't even get mad because you're screaming. It's making me laugh.
Let's put Ricochet in a cucking storyline with Casey Catanzaro and fucking, I don't know, goddamn, who's the new guy that fucking talked to Adam Cole that one night on NXT? That fucking guy.
Oh, we can talk about Adam Cole in a bit.
No, you will fucking wait. You will fucking wait.
Bit.
I know, but you're gonna fucking wait. Because I know all you fucking people who are watching the podcast are wrestling your jimmies waiting for me to talk about that CM Punk match. I fucking know, because I watched the CM Punk match. It's the only fucking thing I watched. There you fucking go. But I will get to that later. Now, why the fuck, dude? Why the fuck?
Well, I mean, speaking of Cross, I could play his interview he did on the Raw Fallout after he beat Morrison.
Raw Fallout! Fallout! That is where you're putting him? Raw Fallout? That's Raw Talk! Raw Talk!
Fuck you. Oh my
You
god.
motherfuckers. You no,
I am done answering questions for the day. Luckily for you, I do have something to
Pause
say.
it.
I want you
Pause it.
to listen.
Pause it. You know what, Cross? We have something in common. I'm done too! I'm done with your bullshit! I'm done with Vince's bullshit! Please fucking tell me why Scarlet is on my fucking screen, because at least that would make it tolerable!
I don't know. I don't know where she is.
She went into the fucking void that they go to.
Oh my god. Awesome. I think his controller died. Oh.
And now you're fucking turning off my controller, you fucking bitch!
Kevin Dunn and the production crew are coming for your audio equipment.
Fuck that big tooth motherfucker.
Yeah, he's the one that made the NXT logo, the new one. Can I continue this?
Unpause it.
John Morrison earlier tonight told me I needed to tell the WWE Universe who I was and what I'm here to do.
Pause it.
Did you believe that?
You know what, I can believe something. I can believe that you're a fucking dumbass for going with this shit. Who put you in the goddamn bootleg Mad Max mask? Who did that, Cross? Who did it?
Probably Vince. I don't know. Or Bruce. Or maybe Dunn. I don't know. One of them. Maybe it was even Nick Khan.
You look like fucking Mr. Slave from South Park.
Oh, people are calling him Gimp Suit Cross and shit. And Sex Slave Cross, I seen.
That's what you wear in bed with Scarlet, buddy? Is that what you do? Well, when you're doing that, please tell me where Scarlet is, because I want to fucking see her instead of you at this point. TikTok Cross!
Ow.
My patience is up!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Go on.
These people know who I am!
Not pause it.
People at home
Pause
know
it.
who I am!
No, I don't think we do anymore. Because you were a badass, and now you're a fucking teacher's pet little pussy that sits there and does whatever Vince and fucking Kevin Dunn say. So they're fucking for. No! We don't know who you are right now. You bitch. Go on.
Kevin, is that sometimes I don't know who I am anymore.
Wow! Shocking! You don't know who you are anymore. You don't know who you are anymore. We don't either, motherfucker! You're not the badass that you were in NXT. You're not even the badass that you were in TNA.
Well, speaking of, people did bring up the fact that Cross did face Morrison in Impact, and it was like 10 times better. So Impact did it 10 times better.
That says something, Cross. You know, Don
and Cross
Callis
had
may have...
Scarlett with him then too. So
You know, Don Callis might have had scarlet fever, but at least he knew how to book you. Fucking hate Don Callis, he can go fuck himself, but still.
this will not be the last of Austin's rage on this.
I'm
episode
so heated that I just drank a whole fucking bottle of Gatorade just on that rant.
Well, it's not over yet because Cross is still talking.
Great!
I enjoy hurting people. And I'm real good
You
at it.
enjoy hurting me? You're hurting
So
my
maybe
soul right now.
If I just keep hurting people, I'll find the answers that I'm looking for. TikTok.
I got the answer for you! Your wife! Take off the gimp suit! Do something!
Can't.
Go for a world fucking title! Don't go for John goddamn Morrison!
Well, they can't put Cross for the world title because they're giving Randy Orton a title match at Extreme Rules. It's gonna be Randy Orton versus Bobby Lashley at Extreme Rules, Austin.
Why?
And Randy Orton's the tag team champion. And also on this episode of Raw, they had a tag team turmoil match to determine who was gonna face Riddle and Orton, and guess who won?
Who?
Bobby Lashley and MVP.
Go fuck yourself! This is
So
why I don't
Extreme
watch
Rules-
Raw anymore!
So
I
at Extreme
can't!
Rules-
I just
at Extreme
can't!
Rules, we're getting Randy Orton versus Lashley for the title, and then the next night on Raw, we're getting RK Bro versus MVP and Lashley.
Stop!
Oh my god. And also, Nikki Cross and Rhea Ripley are fighting for the women's tag titles now.
I genuinely don't give a fuck.
They've completely ruined Rhea Ripley. 100%. She is completely irrelevant and unimportant now.
Good thing she has her looks. At least she's got
Oh,
that.
they're also at Extreme Rules. They're doing a SummerSlam rematch of Sheamus versus Damian Priest, because they did a triple threat of last week: Damian Priest versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre for the U.S. title, and Damian Priest won. So this week they did Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus again, and Sheamus won, so now it's going to be Sheamus and Damian Priest at Extreme Rules, Austin. Another rematch. Isn't that what you want?
You know what I want? You know what I want?
Rematches?
I genuinely want Kevin Dunn, Nick Khan, and Vince McMahon to all step down.
They can't do that. They make too much money, Austin. It doesn't matter how good Raw or SmackDown or NXT is. They make so much money.
They
that
also
have to
make me
budget
have.
cuts.
They also make me have aneurysms every fucking week. So
WWE makes so much money, but they have to make budget cuts and release people. But also at the same time, they can still sign people and extend people's contracts. So
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say it. Since I just found out this news, like just by looking on Twitter, I hope Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens leave your asses. Their contracts come up at the end of the fucking year. I hope.
I wanted to tell you this. I saw it earlier. Let me find it. I screenshotted it.
Fucking damn it.
So, basically, Kevin Owens tweeted and deleted this. He said 43.8791, 103.4591. Do you know what that means?
Time for their contracts?
No. So what this AEW fan figured out was that those numbers that Kevin put uh, are the coordinates for the Mount Rushmore National Memorial. Now, Mount Rushmore was the name of the stable of Kevin Owens, the Young Bucks, and Adam Cole in PWG. And Kevin tweeted it and deleted it. The dead silence from Austin. We could talk more about Cross if you want.
You genuinely want me to talk more about Cross?
How people are saying he has no charisma now, he has no character, he can't wrestle, he sucks, no one wants to watch him, he'd be better off going back to the indies. Like, people saying Cross deserves to be in the 24/7 title picture, which he'll probably end up there.
Oh, I don't even fucking care anymore.
Jeff Hardy's there, so anybody could be there.
Anybody can be there. You know what? I would. You know what? Fuck it. Put Beetlejuice there. Fuck. I want to see Beetlejuice versus Cross. That's why I fucking want to. Yeah, because that's what Raw's gonna be. It'll probably happen next fucking week.
Oh, but they could do Cross versus Drake Maverick, who just returned.
Oh, woohoo!
They could do Cross versus Reginald, or as they're calling him now, Reggie, who's the 24/7 champion, by the way, and is wrestling people like Akira Tozawa and Drake Maverick and Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander and
you know what?
Now, unfortunately, Jeff Hardy.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's have Karrion Kross versus the zombie known as Danny Burch because he's fucking back. Woo!
You know, why not? It's good television.
You know it's good television?
AEW.
Me putting my fucking head through a window.
Oh, so you do some GCW stuff then?
No.
Because we could talk about GCW because Jon Moxley is the new GCW champion.
He couldn't get garbage enough, could he? He had to get more
Matt
garbage.
Cardona. And now they're gonna do Jon Moxley. They could get more. They're gonna get more garbage because now they're gonna do Jon Moxley versus Nick Gage.
Oh wow!
And we will be doing live coverage.
No, we will not. I refuse.
We got to give it the benefit of the doubt, Austin.
Fuck you! I'm already giving CM Punk the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving fucking Bryan Danielson the fucking. I almost said Daniel Bryan. Bryan Danielson the goddamn benefit of the doubt because he joined AEW this fucking week, and we will get to that. But I'm already giving them two a benefit of the doubt. I'm not giving that fucking benefit of the doubt. Fuck off. No.
But is it going to be good because all these wrestling fans are saying that wrestling is good right now? Stop trying to...
Wrestling fans are dumb.
Somebody I seen on Instagram and Twitter saying that, oh, actually, Austin, this is going to make you lose respect because Moose, yes, I said it, Moose, tweeted and said, wrestling fans need to stop making everything a competition. Wrestling is awesome right now. All wrestlers are awesome. Life is awesome. Enjoy everything and stop hating, is what Moose said.
Well, Moose. Well, I've already been losing respect for you because you keep hurting yourself by staying in Impact. I feel like it's a cry for help and you're just like self-harming yourself at that point by staying with Impact. But I digress. You saying that makes me lose complete respect for you because you are fucking dumb.
Oh man.
Do you really think people maiming themselves? Maiming is fun?
That's what a lot of people think.
I don't know about you, but I really, really do not want to see knives and shit in my wrestling. I don't want to see somebody get a syringe put through their cheek. That's fucking disgusting.
That's wrestling, Austin. You don't understand.
I don't want to see people get put through glass tables or get light tubes fucking hit on them. For one, light tubes can cause fucking cancer. And they could kill, like, the toxins could kill you. For two, fucking, like, glass tables. No! It's bad enough they put people through real tables. Wood is good enough. Fuck, I don't want to see somebody put barbed wire around somebody's face. That is fucked up, and if you like that, you're sick in the head. Please stop. Please.
You have to like it because that's what that's what you don't understand, because now people have classified people like you, Austin, as quote unquote old heads who don't understand the current wrestling business and need to stop watching.
You people are psychotic, dude. Like, what? Am I the only one? Am I the only one that's not seen why this is fucked? Like,
I don't like that stuff.
exactly. Like, I like New Jack, but I only like New Jack when he was actually sane. And he actually did stuff in Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Not fucking the shit, the mass transit incident and shit. Cause that's fucked! Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't get... Why? Like, this isn't like a movie where it's special effects. This isn't like that. It's not like... It's real life! Like, what the fuck? Like, that's like looking in someone's backyard, like just seeing somebody's backyard, and there's two children, fucking, like, cutting themselves up with blades. You're gonna call the cops, right? You're not gonna fucking look at it and be like, what the fuck? Like, you're not gonna look at it and be like, EC dub. That's not what you're fucking gonna do. But you say
100% do that.
they probably fucking would. Like,
they would probably want to see wrestlers do the milk crate challenge.
What's that again?
In a wrestling ring.
It's
where they make stairs with milk crates. You walk up one side and walk down the other side. That's the challenge, but they always fall down because you're not supposed to stand on fucking milk crates, and people have gotten, like, legitimately fucking hurt from that. And it got so bad to where TikTok banned it.
Like
banned
legit
videos of it.
Legit. Even Jackass puts a fucking warning on the shit that they do. Like, you're not gonna watch fucking Steve-O and be like, yeah, I'm also gonna stick a firecracker up my ass. You're not gonna fucking do that. You're not. Like, legit, like, I don't fucking understand what these guys' like, fascination with this shit is. What is wrong with you people?
It's just that it's wrestling. That's all I can say.
I
It's
digress.
wrestling.
Just please, just let's get to something else.
Well, we can continue to talk about the let's get this out of the way because it's a big topic. Let's talk about All Out and get it out of the way.
All right, fuck it. I
get it out of our system because I got something to talk about that'll hop onto All Out when we're done talking about it.
Well, then I guess I'll talk about my reaction to the CM Punk and Darby match because that's all I watched. I know about the other three big things, I should say, that happened. I know about that, and we'll get to that. Okay, we'll get to that. But CM Punk Darby Allin match. CM Punk's first match in 7 years. It was good. You know, I'm not gonna be someone that's gonna lie to you. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think that's what every AEW pay-per-view match should be. A back and forth competitive match with a couple near falls and a determined winner. I thought it was good. Now to get on to the shitty part of the show. that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
It's all over fucking Twitter and shit and everything else. So I guess the first debut was Ruby Soho.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care for it. What's your opinion on it?
She's calling herself the Runaway now. That's her nickname. And her whole thing is she was calling herself the Runaway, and then now her thing is like Destination AEW. And she was the wild card in the women's casino battle royal, because that match was actually supposed to be on the pre-show on the buy-in, but
because that was gonna make people buy the show. The women's casino
basically
battle royal.
The reason it got moved was because they were supposed to do Andrade versus Pac, but it got canceled, so they moved the battle royal up to the main show.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Pac, get your fucking visa situation figured out, because I know it was you. I fucking know it was you that made that match to where it was fucking didn't happen. Like, it's always been Pac. Like, his visa situation sucks. Like, what has he been doing?
Yeah, so she was the last entrant in the women's casino battle royal. She was the wild card or the Joker card or whatever the fuck they call it, and she debuted and the crowd marked out, and then it came down to her and Thunder Rosa, and then she eliminated Thunder Rosa, and now she's the number one contender for Britt Baker's AEW women's title, and she's going to be making her Dynamite debut this Wednesday. I mean, it from what I saw, she's still just Ruby Riott. Like, she feels the same. But, I mean, I'm glad that she is wrestling somewhere after being released from WWE for no reason, really. But they weren't doing nothing with her. I hope AEW does something with her, because she's fucking talented.
I don't know if they'll do anything with her.
I hope. But
I'm making the prediction. I'm making the prediction. In the next year or 2 years, they will have her in some way in the Dark Order or some shit. I'm making that prediction.
Maybe, who knows? But that was the first debut of the night. And then we had the Punk and Darby match, which I enjoyed. It did look weird with Punk wrestling in tights rather than trunks.
I wish you would have had something like on the back area as well. That would have made it
Yeah,
look a lot better.
but I still enjoy seeing Punk back, especially with Cult of Personality and uh, him and Darby put on a great match. Like that's like that match is the reason why I'm a fan of Darby, because he can put on good matches like that. It's just Darby's well known for doing like the hardcore shit, but Darby can actually be a good wrestler when it comes to matches
There
like
was
that.
a pretty like sickening bump that Darby took.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like he got thrown to the turnbuckle and he got thrown to the turnbuckle and he fucking like flipped out of the ring.
Yeah.
Looking nasty.
But
That was the only match
overall,
I
it was
watched,
a good
so
match. It was a really good match. Punk won, of course. Darby had zero chance of winning that because they're not going to have Punk lose his first match back in over 7 years. There's no way that Darby was going to win that. But then after the match, they had Sting getting in the ring, and then Sting had like a little stare down with Punk, and then they shook hands, and then they both helped Darby up. But I don't know if that means they're going to do Sting versus CM Punk at some point. I don't know.
I really hope
But,
not, because I don't feel that would be good.
yeah.
And that's the thing. I have like said that my word, like I gave my word that I would give the CM Punk shit a chance. So that's what I've been doing, and so far it's been good. But if they put him against Sting, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I just don't.
Well, speaking of CM Punk, we can talk about this real quick and then get back to All Out. So, uh, Punk did this thing. It was like this promo. I don't know if it was on Dynamite, if it was after Dynamite, but he basically did this promo talking about people who hate watch, who watch wrestling just to shit on it or just to hate on it. And I thought this would be interesting to talk about because I want to get your take on it. So what Punk basically said was he was like I'll never understand the people who hate watch. We don't need you here. So why don't everybody who watches just to hate? Why don't you shut the fuck up? Is what Punk said.
Dude, the thing is, I don't hate watch. I want this shit to be good. I've said this multiple times. You said it multiple times. We don't hate watch.
I hate watch Raw now. I'll admit that.
Okay, you hate watch Raw. I just don't watch Raw.
You hate watch Raw too, don't you be bullshitting.
Dude, I don't watch Raw.
I don't go into Raw expecting it to be good anymore. I don't go into it with hopes that it's going to be good. So
I don't go into Raw
Raw
at general. I don't go into Raw at general.
Deserves to be hate watched.
Like,
but with AEW and SmackDown and even NXT is starting to make me hate watch because they're getting bad. But like SmackDown and AEW, like I watch it knowing like there's good stuff, but then sometimes there's bad stuff. I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. But with fucking Raw, I can't do that anymore. It's that bad. And I don't know what these drugs these people were on, like for a couple weeks saying Raw was a 10 out of 10 for like 2 or 3 weeks in a row. I don't know what kind of drugs they were on.
I mean, I don't know. I think we should watch at least NXT when it gets to the like to where the redesign or whatever. And we should talk about it on the podcast at least. Because like I feel we should at least talk about that when it does get to the redesign or whatever. Hopefully Index will be going on at that time still, because I watch Index just because it's a train wreck. Like, I don't give a fuck. If they just had a whole show revolving around Index, I would record it and watch it. So, I'm an Index mark. I'll say it myself.
I mean, I don't know. I'm interested to see the new NXT whenever they debut the new NXT. But back to All Out. The only other matches I watched was
the only other matches you watched were what?
now
All right.
How long was it?
I
Oh, it
don't
was your
know
report. Okay.
because I just
So, what I was saying before my controller died was that I watched the. Unfortunately, I watched the Paul White versus QT Marshall match. He looks like a dollar store Santino, is what he looks like. And for some reason, he has this group, which is like a team on Dark. I don't remember the one guy's name, but the other guy's name is Aaron Solo, and the only thing I know about him is he used to date Bailey, but they broke up because he was kind of like controlling. So that's all I know about that. But so Paul White comes out. His theme song is awful. It's like his Big Show theme, but like 10 times worse.
You want me to just play it?
Might as well. I mean, I don't know if AEW will try to take us down with copyright. I don't know. But
I don't know. If we get too toxic, we'll be like AEW botches. With how he's been taken off, like he's legit like been destroyed on Twitter and shit.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
But
Uber ad. Of course, you're really.
Oh, you got ads. It's so bad. Ugh.
What do you think is better? What do you think is better, this or "Rap Is Crap" by Kurt Hennig?
Rap is Crap by Kurt Hennig.
Let's listen to "Rap Is Crap" by Kurt Hennig. I'll get to it. Yeah, I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. This is bad quality. Give me a second.
A classic right here. This should be Paul White's theme.
Yeah.
I love country girls. I like Willie Nelson. And don't forget about Merle. There's only one thing that I hate, 'cause it's a bunch of crap. I hate rap. I like NASCAR racing. Richard Petty's still the king. Yeah, they call me a redneck, but you know that's a beautiful thing. There's only one thing that I
Jesus
hate,
Christ.
'cause it's a bunch of crap. I hate rap.
Beautiful. 10 out of 10.
Jesus Christ, Kurt Hennig. Alright, but go on.
But, so the match sucked, and QT Marshall got jobbed out again. So he jobbed to Cody Rhodes, and now he jobbed to Paul White, who looks way out of shape. I don't know what happened to his body that he worked out to get, but he is out of shape now. And also his gear looked like 2015 Big Show, and it all looked bad. Basically, it was QT Marshall trying to do offense, and then Paul White chokeslammed him, and that was pretty much it. So Paul White had his first AEW match. Hopefully his only AEW match. But then the only other match I saw was the main event, which was Kenny Omega defending the AEW Championship against Christian Cage. And going into it, you knew there was no way that Christian Cage was going to win this match, because he already had pinned Kenny clean for the Impact Championship. So there's no way they're going to have Kenny get pinned twice by Christian for a title. It's just, there's no way. And so The match was weird because it seemed like a regular match, but they were allowed to put each other through tables, but there was still countouts and rope breaks, which was really weird. I don't understand what kind of like rules this would, because if it has countouts and rope breaks, why can you put people through tables? It doesn't really make sense. But so notable spots in this match was when Christian speared Kenny off the apron through a table on the outside, and the table didn't break, and Christian fucked himself up. And then the other spot, the way the match ended was Kenny had Christian on the top rope and did a one-winged angel from the top rope and pinned Christian 1, 2, 3. Kenny retains the AEW title, but what kind of made me mad is why I don't like watching Kenny Omega wrestle, because he was doing a ton of V-triggers in this match. He was like V-triggering the shit out of Christian, and then like they had Christian do 2 back-to-back spears and then a kill switch on Kenny, and then Kenny just kicked out at like 2. And it's like, what the fuck? Why would you devalue both those finishing moves like that? But Kenny retains, and also Kenny had dyed his hair black and has like blue streaks in his hair now. It looks awful. And so, also the reason Christian lost the match is because, of course, Gallows and Anderson always have to interfere every fucking time Kenny Omega wrestles. And so they interfere and mess Christian up, and then that leads him to lose. And then after the match, the Young Bucks come down, and Don Callis is there, and Gallows and Anderson, they're all celebrating, and then they start beating up Christian. And then, all of a sudden, here comes Jurassic Express of Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
I got the theme pulled up for the next debut. So.
Alright, well, just give me a second. So, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy come out, and they get their fucking ass whooped by the Elite. So then, the Elite starts saying, they're like, well, Kenny picks up the mic, and he's like, we want to send the fans home happy on this pay-per-view, and whatever, and saying that the Elite is the best, and then all of a sudden the lights go out. Is this the song that you have ready for?
Yeah.
So then the lights go out, and then we see Adam fucking Cole is in AEW now. And apparently, there was an interview with Adam Cole where he said he's had it in his mind for months now that he's wanted to go to AEW. He's been ready to go to AEW for months, apparently. And apparently, he was actually having some issues with WWE because, like, he said he told WWE several times that he's not giving up his Twitch thing. So apparently they kept trying to get him to take it down, but he just refused. So he's had it in his mind for a while that he's wanted to go to AEW, so it was a, quote, easy transition for him. So Adam Cole comes out, does the whole Adam Cole baby, and all the fucking AEW fucking Elite fucking PWG Bingo Hall Indie Super Kick marks mark out for Adam Cole. And then he gets in the ring and is looking at the Elite, and Kenny's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And the Young Bucks look shocked because the last time they saw Adam Cole, they killed him on being the Elite. And then Adam Cole like gets face to face with Kenny Omega, and then we see Jungle Boy starting to get up. So then all of a sudden Adam Cole super kicks Jungle Boy, and the crowd's going, oh my god, I can't believe it. And it's like, really? This motherfucker was just a heel in NXT like last fucking week at TakeOver, and now he's a heel turn to join the Elite, which are his good friends. Why the fuck was this crowd so shocked that Adam Cole turned heel? I swear these fucking indie wrestling fans are the dumbest fucking people. You're gonna fucking mark out that Adam Cole turns heel. No shit, of course he was gonna be with the Elite. He does fucking super kicks and flips, just like the Young Bucks. Like, for fuck's sake. They were a fucking trio in Ring of Honor. Fucking Adam Cole used to be the fucking leader of the Bullet Club and the Elite, for God's sake. Did you really think that Adam Cole was gonna come there and go against the Elite? Fuck off. But, so now, as if we didn't have enough super kicks in AEW, now we're gonna have even more super kicks and Canadian destroyers with Adam Cole being there, so
because of course.
But
at least we don't have to see at least for like a couple super kicks and Canadian destroyers down from NXT at least.
I guess.
I mean, he was doing most of them.
But so Adam Cole starts talking on the mic, and he's like got Kenny Omega's dick in his throat and is talking about how Kenny Omega is the greatest wrestler in history and how the Elite is the greatest faction of all time in any wrestling era and this and that. And then then he gives the mic back to Kenny Omega. And by the way, Adam Cole didn't explain what the fuck he was doing there. But Kenny is like, he starts to do his whole goodbye, mwah, and good night shit. And
then
as soon as he's about to do the bang, we hear fucking
I think we should listen to this one for longer.
Bryan fucking Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan, whatever you want to call him, shows up with a fucking rap beat for some reason.
Oh, don't forget, in the rap beat, there's also chants from like PWG or Ring of Honor or what the fuck ever of you're gonna get your fucking head kicked in. Like that is the chance.
No, my question is they paid for a Cult of Personality for CM Punk, so why could they not have paid for the final countdown for
because they needed you're gonna get your fucking head kicked in the song.
Well, nonetheless, Bryan Danielson walks down, and apparently the reason he wasn't doing the yes chant is because apparently he's not allowed to do the yes chant.
What?
I guess WWE owns the rights to the yes chant.
No way they copyrighted the yes chant. They did not.
And Bryan Danielson says something about he's not sure what he can and can't do right now.
What?
Yeah.
So you're telling me if he wanted to do like the fucking yes lock, he can't do it?
I don't know. So he got in the ring and then was like face to face with Kenny Omega, and they were all acting shocked. And then the crowd was going crazy, and then Christian and Jurassic Express get up, and then it's Kenny, Adam Cole, and the Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express, Christian, and Bryan Danielson. They're all having a stare down. They start beating each other up, and then they start beating the crap out of the Elite. And then at the end of it, Bryan Danielson hits the running knee on, I think it was Nick Jackson, and
I don't know. They both got weird fucking haircuts now.
Yeah, and that's how All Out went off the air, with the debuts of Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson in AEW. And
well, I can say for sure,
I was disappointed.
I can say for sure, I'll keep my eye on Bryan Danielson and CM Punk. That's the only people I'm keeping my eye on at this fucking point. Like,
for me, the reason I'm disappointed is because it made no sense to have two huge debuts in one segment. Even though I don't like Adam Cole, I can admit that he's a huge fucking signing for them. But,
Yeah.
like, why would you have Adam Cole come out in a big debut and then immediately make his debut seem so unimportant by, oh my god, here's Bryan Danielson. And it was like everybody fucking forgot about Adam Cole as soon as Bryan Danielson came out. Like, why would you do that? Like, that didn't really make sense to me. And then, like, the whole debut just kind of felt flat to me. Like, yeah, he got a good reaction. It was kind of like a holy shit moment, but, like, in terms of a debut, it just didn't really feel like anything special. It was just like Bryan Danielson aligning himself with Christian and Jurassic Express against the Elite. Like, it just kind of didn't really make sense. Like, I don't know why Bryan Danielson would pick that as his spot to debut. I'm not saying he picked it, but in terms of the character, like, it just doesn't really make sense to me.
I don't know, man.
But,
I don't give a fuck at this point.
like, I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with Bryan Danielson. I don't know if he's gonna be on Dynamite on Wednesday or not.
Either way, I'll just watch the promo or the match that he does, because I am not watching anything else.
Yeah.
Like,
but that was AEW All Out.
there's your
And
little
now
fucking mini review.
And now we can get to the part I wanted to talk about with the AEW fans being super toxic. And
I can't with people, dude. I just can't.
It's getting worse. Let me tell you what's been going on. So, before I
It
say
was
that,
getting
I want to
worse
say
last week. It was getting worse.
it's getting even worse now because of All
How the
Out.
Oh my fucking god.
So, apparently Tony Khan said All Out was the most, what was it? The most sold out, it was the most watched AEW pay-per-view ever, is what he said.
I didn't. They didn't get my watch.
Me neither, 'cause I watched it on a stream that I wasn't supposed to watch it on, maybe. But, so, basically people are saying this is the greatest pay-per-view of all time, this is pay-per-view of the year, and you know, they're sucking its dick, and they're saying it's the pay-per-view. It's the hypocritical shit, because they're saying it's the greatest pay-per-view of the year only because of Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson, completely disregarding the rest of the show.
Can I say something?
Hmm.
Wasn't this the year that spawned Revolution? What people were saying was the worst AEW pay-per-view ever?
Well, apparently it's good enough to have fucking a John Moxley and Kenny Omega exploding barbed wire deathmatch figure set made of it. I saw that on Ringside.
Why have suddenly, just because CM Punk, Adam Cole, and Bryan Danielson are now part of AEW, they suddenly switched their shit up? Because I don't even think people really liked, Double or Nothing that much.
Double or Nothing sucked.
Yeah.
I watched it.
So, I didn't watch it. Everybody knows my opinion on it. Fucking what they did to MJF, but still,
Oh, well, yeah, MJF was on All Out. So.
Oh, yeah, we'll fucking get to that too. No.
So. Oh, go ahead.
How the fuck can this company produce of what their fans have said are bad pay-per-views, and now because CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, and Adam Cole, I guess Ruby Soho too, are on their fucking show now, that now it's the greatest pay-per-view ever. Fuck off.
Oh, but it's so much worse than that, because now the AEW basically, so this started getting bad when CM Punk first came back. That's when it started. Well, it was going on for a long time, but that's when it got bad. So basically when CM Punk came back, all the AEW fans were saying WWE is dead, They're gonna go out of business. Nobody's gonna watch SummerSlam. They killed all the hype for SummerSlam. Everybody was commenting CM Punk all over WWE's social media, and then SummerSlam happened, and everybody was hype about Becky Lynch and Brock Lesnar. So then all the WWE fans fired back and were doing the same thing on the AEW stuff, and saying that Brock Lesnar's return killed CM Punk's debut and whatever. So there was back and forth since then, but now, because of All Out, now the AEW fans are getting 10 times more toxic, saying, oh, look at AEW, now we have Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole and Ruby Soho, and who does WWE have? Oh, look, and it kind of sucks for WWE because they're like, look at Monday Night Raw, you're going to seriously compare that to Dynamite? And who does WWE have that's going to compete with all AEW and All Out? Nobody. WWE is on his last legs. WWE is going to die. AEW will take over WWE. Even Chris Jericho, I don't put much stock into Chris Jericho, but Chris Jericho said that and Chris Jericho is toxic. So Chris Jericho said that he believes that in 4 to 6 months, Dynamite will be doing bigger numbers than Monday Night Raw, is what Chris Jericho thinks. And, I mean, to be honest, I'm not going to say it's not going to happen, because with how bad Raw is, it honestly doesn't seem too far out of the realm of possibility. At this point, with the people AEW has just got, and with how bad Raw is, I could see it happening.
I'm starting to think, maybe, just fucking maybe, we need to have another Attitude Era.
I mean, I don't know. You have to talk to Nick Khan about that one, because he seems to be making all the decisions now.
I feel like that needs to be something. Because the shit that they're doing now, even though AEW's way fucking goofier at times, they do have some big names now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, before, all you could say is they have Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now you could say they have CM Punk, and that's already fucking over the moon right there. And then, now that they have Bryan Danielson, I don't know, honestly. I don't know.
And they're possibly getting Bray Wyatt, too.
I know.
So, and it's like, they have, I mean, whether you like the show or not, AEW does have a stacked roster. They
yeah,
really
for
do.
the if they actually use them right, and use them on the show, they could probably make a good fucking show.
Yeah. And so with the fans, like, now all I see when I go on any WWE post, like the one I was reading you before the podcast, where it was like, if you were a wrestler, what would your theme song be? Right? Just a simple, random question by the WWE on Fox page, right? So people were saying what theme songs they want, and then there was these toxic AEW fans that were saying WWE is dead and they're a bunch of clowns. Hashtag All Out Forever. Hashtag AEW. And there's people just commenting AEW and AEW is better. All Out killed WWE. And then the WWE fans respond to them trying to defend it, saying this has nothing to do with AEW. Why are you commenting about AEW? So then the AEW fans are then responding to the WWE fans with, oh, well, WWE needs to know how much they fucked up and how dead they are now, and that AEW will take over the wrestling business, and AEW is the greatest wrestling promotion ever, and they're literally putting WWE out of business. They're getting so toxic. The dick sucking of AEW by these fans is unreal. Just because they got a few big signings, now they are fucking at the forefront of sucking AEW off.
That's if back when WCW got Hogan, Nash, and Hall, if people were just fucking talking to people and were WWE's fucking dead. Fuck WWE. or I guess WF.
Oh, well, according to some of these AEW fans, the Attitude Era was terrible and can't compare it to now, because I have a post that I want to read to you.
What? What?
So, this post comes from Heel Turn on Instagram. He posted a picture. It says Cole and Bryan's AEW debuts. Both shows loaded with lots of talent. I don't know about anyone else, but it feels pretty fun to be a wrestling fan right now. Then in his description, he put, why do fans gotta act like everything is so one-sided? Dudes act like WWE is on its last leg, but the reason they were okay with releasing loads of talent and giving them to AEW is because they know how to survive in any condition. Also, why is it that after every AEW show, AEW fans tweet about how WWE is done or whatever, but then WWE has a good show? WWE fans don't even care what AEW is doing. Question mark, LMAO. No, nobody ever tweeted that AEW was done for after SummerSlam. Hold on, fucking got something in my eye. No, because AEW doesn't live rent-free in WWE's heads, that at all. But WWE certainly lives rent-free in AEW's heads. And no, I ain't talking about just the fans. Anyway, what a month and a half of wrestling we have just witnessed. Old heads, which is what me and you are classified as, old heads can dick ride the Monday Night Wars led by the whack-ass NWO and overrated penis joke-telling D-Generation X. I'm thoroughly enjoying this era of pro wrestling a lot more than I have ever enjoyed any era of pro wrestling. Add to that we have instant access to talking with other fans about how we feel after every show, and that is just unmatched by any era ever.
What?
This is the kind of stuff I'm seeing now.
Wait.
By fans.
Hang on. Dude, like, okay, I always take the chance to hate on Vince McMahon and Vince Russo and all those fucking people who did all that shit, because there was some dumb shit that they did. But that was at peak pro wrestling. Legitimately, everybody and their grandmother and their grandmother's grandmother was watching fucking wrestling at the time. Like, what? They would legit Raw in 1999 would legit get almost 5 million people watching at the same time.
And the arenas were always jam-packed too. Every
time.
Whether it was Raw, SmackDown, even fucking like Heat was always sold out.
Like, are we really doing this now? To where we're really doing this?
Mm-hmm. That's how the AEW fans are getting now.
Like, that's ridiculous.
So what they're saying is the current era of pro wrestling that we're in right now, with how horrible Monday Night Raw is, how bad NXT is getting, how bad Dynamite has been, how bad Impact has been, all this indie wrestling and intergender shit, all this fucking forced agenda shit in wrestling, they're saying that all of this and the whole COVID era, they're saying that all this era is better than the 80s with all those guys like Hogan and Savage and Ric Flair and all those guys. They're saying it's better than the 90s, where you had the Attitude Era, you had WCW getting popular, you have, and then
The
saying
rise of
it's better.
ECW.
Yeah, and they're saying it's better than the Ruthless Aggression era, which is my favorite era of wrestling.
They're saying that's, but think about it. There's people that are saying that the matches we have now, that we've been having recently, are better than The Rock versus Stone Cold. What?
Yep. So there's people that legitimately fucking think that CM Punk versus Darby Allin, which was a great match, is comparable to The Rock and Stone Cold at WrestleMania. Or there's been even some crazy people that thought Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega was a bigger fucking WrestleMania event. It was a bigger fucking main event than Shawn Michaels and Undertaker.
I can't.
That's how these AEW fans are.
Dude,
That's the
like,
shit that they say, and they don't just say it. They honestly 100% believe it. They are the most delusional wrestling fans.
like, I will say what I want about the Attitude Era. There's some dumb shit. Fucking David Arquette, Beaver Cleavage, fucking General Erection, Sable,
Fat Chick Thriller.
Fat Chick Thriller,
Fucking
God.
WCW had Chucky once.
fucking
Katie Vick.
Katie Vick,
Mae Young and Mark Henry's hand child.
like there is some things the point is there's some things we could say about the Attitude Era, but no, I'm sorry, I am not going to look at Chris Jericho versus MJF, which we will talk about in a minute because I saw the result of that, and say, yeah, that's better than The Rock versus Stone Cold. If you genuinely think that, you need to get your heads checked. I can't. I just can't.
There's fans that say wrestling, like, back in the Attitude Era, if they watch, like, stuff in the Attitude Era and they watch stuff now on AEW, they say the Attitude Era wrestling is boring compared to AEW.
I'm gonna admit, some of the Attitude Era wrestling was short. Because they were running on an hour-long show.
Yep. And now you got fucking Dynamite, which is isn't Dynamite 2 hours?
It's 2 hours.
And then you got fucking, we'll talk about this also, because Nick Khan talked about making Raw 4 hours. I don't know if you saw that.
Dude, I would die.
But so, like, in my honest opinion, and this was also something that was different back in the day, there is way too much wrestling now. Back then, you had WWF, and you had WCW, and you had ECW. And then you had smaller promotions, but they weren't. And even then, like, WWF was the biggest promotion, and ECW was never as popular as WWF or WCW. But even back then, like, you didn't have to keep track of, Raw Monday, and then Nitro, and then then you had SmackDown, and I think WCW also had Thunder as well. But, like,
Yeah.
even then, like, now, like, weekly, like, if you want to include all wrestling, you have to keep up with Raw on Monday, NXT on Tuesday, Dynamite on Wednesday, fucking, SmackDown's Friday. I think Impact is Thursday. Fucking SmackDown Friday, Rampage Friday, like,
Dude,
and then
I
sometimes
sit
Takeover
there
on Saturday and pay-per-views on Sundays.
I've
Like,
sit there and, like, seen people on YouTube and stuff reminisce about the Attitude Era because they don't watch wrestling anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They legit, like you'll see fucking people talk about, to this day, you'll see people talk about, like, their childhoods and how they're like, I used to watch fucking Stone Cold versus Shawn Michaels and shit, and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
And now you ask them about today, and you're like, what? Who? What now? Like,
And then even outside of what I said, you also got Ring of Honor, which goes on as well. You have fucking GCW, which goes on as well. MLW, PWG, New Japan. Like, there's so much wrestling. There is so much. And, like, back then, all you had was either Raw is War or Monday Nitro to keep track of, really.
on TV, yeah. Because, really,
And then once they introduced SmackDown, then you had that too.
ECW was barely on TV because they got cut by so many fucking companies.
Yeah,
And
it's kind of
then-
like it's kind of Impact how they keep getting cut by all these TV
Yeah,
networks.
they were that era's Impact.
Fucking anybody remember when Impact was on fucking Destination America?
Dude, I remember that. Like, legit, all that played on fucking Destination America was ghost shit. Ghost and alien shit.
Yep.
And then you just had Impact.
Yep.
Which, if it was played on that network now, it actually fit because they're so indie.
Yeah. And it's
Oh, remember when they were on Pop?
Yeah, I remember that too. I don't know what they're fucking on now.
Access TV.
Jesus Christ.
That's what we watched it on before.
Yeah. But to say that any era of wrestling besides now, like, can't be compared to this era of wrestling. It's just delusional.
It's dumb, dude. It's just,
How are you gonna say the era of 2020, 2021 is the best era we've ever had of wrestling? How do you legitimately sit there and say that?
I don't know.
Shows with no... You're gonna tell me shows for over a year with no crowd and fake audience reaction and some of the worst pay-per-views and wrestling shows we've ever seen. You're gonna tell me that is better than the crazy fucking reactions that everything used to get in the Attitude Era.
May I remind you, fall and pray, fall and pray.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Yeah, or when you would have like cheers and stuff when you could tell the people on screen weren't even moving their mouse and stuff. Fucking, like, you're gonna tell me that's better than a full blown packed Raw arena with like 10,000 people and fucking everybody screaming and like marking out over every single thing that happens on the show, being invested in every single storyline and every character on the show? You're gonna tell me that is not comparable to fucking screens around the ring and fucking dead reactions for half the people on the shows and that doesn't compare to AEW's comedy and all this indie wrestling shit. Like, how do you even say that?
I genuinely
Like,
don't know.
Like, I'm not trying to suck off the Attitude Era or anything.
We're not,
but
no, but that's the thing.
You can't argue with the facts.
That's the thing. There was so many people watching back then. And people barely break 1 million.
Yeah, and you know, like, Chris Jericho's getting all hyped that AEW is gonna beat Raw, and it's like, I mean, okay, you beat Raw. I mean, do you see Raw? It's nothing to get excited about if you're getting more viewers than Raw.
But also think about this. Think about this. For a year, AEW wasn't breaking 1 million. That's better than the Attitude Era, which had almost 5 million people every week.
And they weren't
Are
breaking
you
1
mad?
million until they got CM Punk, who's not even one of their own people.
Yeah. Like, are you on benefits? Like,
And people only bought fucking All Out because they heard Bryan Danielson was going to be there.
yeah.
And well, I don't know if they heard Adam Cole was gonna be there or not, but everybody was saying, everybody and their mom was saying, "Oh my God, Bryan Danielson is gonna debut," and that's what everybody fucking bought all out for. People, and they bought it for that and CM Punk's first match back. That's all. And two people who are not even from AEW, like
No.
what the fuck.
Like, they both made their names in ROH.
And WWE.
Yeah. ROH and WWE were the places that they made their names from. Not fucking AEW. Like...
According to the AEW fans, they're going to be... According to the AEW fans, Punk and Bryan are going to be bigger than they ever were in WWE.
No, they're not! I'm sorry, but we have seen... They've already been multi-time world champions. They're not. They're not going to be bigger than they were in WWE. They're not. What do you have? What's going to make them bigger?
You know what the most hypocritical thing is about all of this? You really want to know the most hypocritical thing?
What?
Is that the AEW fans are getting all hype saying that WWE is dead and AEW is killing WWE and All Out is killing WWE and CM Punk can't come back kill WWE, right? They're saying all this and getting all hyped that AEW is going to kill WWE. So they're getting all hyped for that. But the reason that they're getting hype and saying AEW is going to be big and kill WWE, the reason they're saying that is because of all the WWE people going to AEW.
Yeah.
It's not because of all this hype is not because of any of the AEW wrestlers.
No. They're not like...
So it's kind of hypocritical that you're saying this company's killing WWE when literally the reason they're killing them is because it's WWE's own people, not even AEW's people.
Legit?
Like, it's kind of hypocritical.
Legit?
When they're saying fuck WWE, but oh, this person's coming here from WWE, oh my god. But then at the same time they're saying fuck WWE.
Nobody's talking about Kip Sabian.
No. There's even fucking WWE people there that they're not talking about, like fucking Shawn Spears.
No.
And shit.
Nobody's talking about fucking Sammy Guevara. I doubt anybody's bought a pay-per-view for Orange Cassidy.
Miro's the fucking TNT champion and people ain't talking about him.
I doubt anybody's buying a pay-per-view for fucking... I can't even think of half their roster because they're all jobbers that nobody fucking talks about.
No, nobody buys pay-per-views for the fucking Dark Order.
Nobody buys pay-per-views for fucking Anthony Ogogo.
Or fucking QT Marshall. Or fucking goddamn... Oh. Like, no, but they don't buy it for anybody AW. They claim they do, but honestly, without CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, and Adam Cole, All Out would not have been the most bought AEW pay-per-view ever.
I want to see somebody on video say that they bought an AEW pay-per-view for Ryan Nemeth. Like, I need to fucking know. Did you buy a pay-per-view for Ryan Nemeth? Like, it's just like, I want someone to say that they bought Peacock for Akira Tozawa.
It's like, don't get us wrong, we're not sitting here like defending WWE either, because they're not doing any better. But it's just kind of hypocritical to get all hype and saying fuck WWE and AEW's killing WWE when literally the people you're hype about aren't even from the company that you're hyping up. Like that, like that's how like fucking. I don't fucking know. Like, people are comparing it to like how when WCW was getting bad and like all the WCW wrestlers started jumping ship to WWE, and then WWE bought WCW. They're comparing AEW to that. Like they fucking think that AEW is gonna, since they're getting all these WWE people, that they're gonna fucking buy WWE and put them out of business. Like, that's not gonna happen.
No.
No matter how bad WWE gets, they're never gonna fucking not be in business.
No.
Like, it's just that's just not something that's gonna happen. I know AEW fans want that to happen.
Well, I guess
It's
since
funny how all these AEW fans and wrestling fans say, "Oh, enjoy everything. Wrestling is awesome right now. We're glad to have so much wrestling." You know, they say that, but then they're also sitting here, you know, saying that, "Oh, we love competition. We need more competition to make wrestling better." They're sitting here saying all that, but they're also being hypocrites by saying they want WWE to die.
yeah,
And it's like, you're sitting there saying that you love competition and that you're thankful that there's competition in wrestling and other wrestling promotions, but at the same time you want a wrestling promotion to die. Like, that's hypocritical.
yeah. Well, I guess we can get to MJF versus Jericho. Alright.
So, all I want to say about that, to finish that off, is that the AEW fans are way too fucking toxic, and WWE fans are also being toxic, but not as toxic as the AEW fans, and it's getting to a point where, like, I'm seeing so much toxicity between AEW and WWE fans that I don't even want to go on Instagram anymore, because it's all I see now. Like, literally after All Out, you go to fucking any WWE post, even today, and people are commenting AEW All Out and saying fuck WWE, I hope WWE dies, but there's no comments on AEW stuff from WWE fans like that.
No.
But if people want to sit here and say, oh, just enjoy all wrestling, enjoy all wrestling, okay, well, the same people that are saying that are the same people that are fucking saying, oh, AEW's killing WWE, fuck WWE, they need to die. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, I think this is our last wrestling topic. I don't fucking. No,
Thank
there's
God.
one. And I think there's a little
We were
bit more
talking about wrestling for almost 2 hours.
let me actually see, because I genuinely probably need to see, because I'm just like, fuck.
If you want, I could do fucking Why Nova Doesn't Sleep while you're doing
Yeah,
that.
you could do that.
Okay, let me.
Oh, there's one more wrestling thing, but it's a sad thing.
Let me get through fucking Nova's thing.
Okay.
Real quick.
And then I'll talk about MJF versus Chris Jericho, and then there's a sad thing later on.
Oh my fucking god, Twitch. Every time I go on Twitch, it just auto plays fucking streams.
Was that XQC? What the fuck?
I don't even fucking know. Oh, Nova is live right now, actually, as we're doing this podcast.
Oh, great.
No, I'm not gonna fucking Twitch. Why are you trying to make me donate to Nova? I'm not donating to Nova. Okay, so here's why Nova didn't sleep this week. So, 7 days ago, Buff Sizz, no, Austin, he put this in the title, no sleep schedule, 12 hours and 18 minutes.
Nova, stop. Just to stop.
Oh, but then the next day, Buff Sizz, then Ghosts in VR, 12 hours and 10 minutes. And then the next day, Buff Sizz has 20% off gift subs, 9 hours and 56 minutes. But then the next day, Buff Sizz 20% off new and gift subs. 11 hours and 3 minutes. And yesterday, Buff Sizz Monday Mauled 20% off. 11 hours and 13 minutes. And I guess I can't count this because he's streaming right now, but he's already been streaming for almost 2 hours. And it's Buff Sizz Tuesday Mauled. So I'm guessing he's gonna fucking stream every day of the week now, GTA R.I.P. So yeah, that's why Nova didn't sleep this week. That's why he never sleeps, because apparently now he's putting in his titles no sleep schedule.
Well, to get to the next topic, let me play the music.
'Cause I want it all or nothing at all. There's
Do you have a jingle for your segment yet?
I don't.
Just hearing that's making me miss old Nova.
I know.
Well, that was why Nova didn't sleep this week. On to you, Austin.
MJF versus Chris Jericho. Woohoo! I want to fucking.
Yes, sir. It was it all out. It was MJF versus Chris Jericho. I don't know what the stipulation was for the match.
If Jericho lost, he would retire.
Yeah, well, safe to say Jericho did not lose.
I hate my life.
MJF got beat again by a 50-year-old Chris Jericho.
The thing is, though, they didn't have to do it. They didn't have to. Because I legit heard that he lost after the fucking Full Gear shit. Like, last year, after beating him once, he beat him 2 other times! MJF had beat him 3 fucking times! In singles competition. There is
get the job done this time.
There is no reason that he had to do another fucking match. Why?
It's such a gripping storyline, Austin.
Devin,
it's
you
what
can't
storytelling in wrestling needs to be.
You can't
Jericho
even
and
joke
MJF
about
is
that.
better than The Rock and Stone Cold. You just don't understand.
Dude, you're gonna get me mad.
Jericho and MJF is better than the Brothers of Destruction storyline.
Alright, fine. How about you tell us your opinion on Vin Diesel?
Oh, man, there's so much to talk about with this man, Vin Diesel. Oh, where do I start? So, for those of you who remember podcast episode number 10, where Tony talked for pretty much 2 hours about Fast 9.
Dude, I was trying to get you guys to stop talking about Fast 9 for so long.
Trust me, when Fast 10 comes out, we're gonna have Tony on the podcast again.
Oh, God.
But so if you want to know my thought, well, more or less Tony's thoughts on Fast 9, go watch episode 10. But so basically, Fast 9 is the wackiest Fast movie yet. It's so crazy, it's so unrealistic, and Vin Diesel claimed that Fast 10 is coming next year, and it's going to be there's so much more story left to tell in the Fast and the Furious franchise that the next movie, Fast 10, will be a 2-part movie. And there's also rumors that it could include other Universal properties such as Transformers or Jurassic World, which Jurassic World Dominion comes out next year, so who knows? Maybe we'll see fucking Vin Diesel and his Dodge Charger in there somewhere. But what I wanted to talk about with Vin Diesel today has to do with this little game called Ark Survival Evolved, which, if you don't know what that game is, it's basically a survival game where you can fight dinosaurs and also train them to like be your pet, basically, and you can have them fight other dinosaurs and stuff. And it's a survival game. Think of like The Forest and Minecraft but with dinosaurs, and you're able to like use the dinosaurs to fight other dinosaurs and shit. So
Yeah.
apparently Vin Diesel is a massive fan of the game. So much so, oh, I wish we would have been doing the podcast when I found this out, because I was blown away. Apparently Vin Diesel was so much of a fan of this game that the people who made the game decided to not only have Vin Diesel star in R.I.P, the game, not only that, but also to have Vin Diesel star in the R.I.P Survival Evolved animated TV series that's going to come out next year. Not only that, but they made Vin Diesel president of creative of their company. Absolutely unbelievable. And the character that he's going to be playing in the show and in the game, if you're wondering, is kind of like his Fast character. So he's basically going to be Dom Toretto. Yeah, pretty much.
Family.
His character is described as a family man who knows how to work on contraptions or something like that.
Family. It's all about family.
That or you gotta live your life a quarter mile at a time.
See these dinosaurs? They're family.
Mm-hmm.
These trees, they're family.
Fucking who knows? Maybe they'll have the fucking T-Rex or the fucking Indominus from Jurassic World, and they'll just have it be called Indominus Toretto or something like that, and it'll be driving cars across the fucking minefield and not dying somehow. But so yeah, fucking Vin Diesel is now the head of creative at whatever company makes Ark Survival.
This
And
dinosaur
he's
driving
gonna be
a Ferrari, it's family.
Yep, he's gonna be starring in the next game, Ark 2, and he's gonna be starring in the Ark Survival TV series. Man, Vin Diesel, like, I love the fact that he's a meme, because the family memes and shit from Fast and Furious are hilarious. With Fast 10, honestly, at this point, I just want them to honestly, because there's no way they can go back to serious Fast and the Furious. They can't. Honestly, this time, just go as crazy and balls to the wall and as completely fuck this as they possibly can. Because Vin Diesel claims this is going to be the finale of the Fast series. So, if it's the finale, go fucking mental with it. I want to see.
When does it come out?
Next year, according to Vin Diesel.
Oh God.
So
if there's nothing that comes out that month, I might watch it too.
Well, that might only be one part of it because it's going to be a 2-part film.
Well, I'm saying because if we talk about it on the podcast, I might just have to, just because of how legendary it would be for all of us to watch that shit.
Yeah, but at first I was like, during Fast 7 and Fate of the Furious, I was like, okay, like, can you just go back to being like serious Fast and the Furious and quit all the goofy shit? And then I saw Fast 9, and I was like, you know what? If they're gonna say fuck it and do that and put John Cena in their universe, then I'm gonna say fuck it and fucking just go with it. And you know what? At this point now, I'm just like, go ahead, make Fast 10 as fucking crazy and wild and unrealistic and unbelievable a movie as you possibly can for the finale of the Fast franchise. I want to see them go fucking crazy. I want to see them. I want to. If somehow Vin Diesel is watching this, since I know he's the one fucking writing Fast 10, I want you to outdo Fast 9 times. I want you to take Fast 9 and turn it up to fucking 100 for Fast 10. I want to see how far they can go with this crazy shit. Because at this point, it's like, fuck it. They might as well. So, yeah, that's all I really wanted to say about fucking Vin Diesel. This man is a fucking living meme now because of the whole family stuff, and people are modding him into fucking games and shit, and it's amazing. But yeah, so
Well,
now he's the fucking head of creative at a fucking video game company. Like, what can't Vin Diesel do at this point? What can't him and his family and his Dodge Charger do at this point?
I don't know. But last week we saw the return of Call Me Carson. This week we see the return of Corey X Kenshin.
Yep, he is back.
If you want to talk about that more.
Well, isn't this your segment?
Well, that's not really my segment, because I have something different for that.
Okay, well, basically, if you know the Corey X Kenshin situation, basically, he hit 9 million subscribers and then was saying he's going to retire at 10 million. So he took a 5-month hiatus, and during that hiatus, he hit 10 million. So he came back and did a video where he got his diamond play button and was saying he regretted saying that he wanted to retire and whatever. So basically now he's back, and his new goal is that he wants his main channel to hit 25 million, and he's going to be starting a second channel, and he wants that channel to hit 10 million. And also, randomly out of nowhere, YouTube gave him a community guideline strike, and they won't tell him why. So yeah, fuck you, YouTube. And Corey Kenshin is back, so a lot of people are happy about that. I'm happy he's back because I like watching him play horror games and shit. Because he's one of the only YouTubers that plays fucking puppet combo games, which I fucking love. So I'm glad he's back. I thought the whole retirement thing was kind of stupid, to be honest. But so yeah, Corey X Kenshin is back, and I'm happy.
Well,
So
if we want to get to my Who Got Canceled segment, here's the theme to it.
oh, you got a theme?
Yeah, I found the theme. Not this ad. Not the ad. God damn it, an Uber ad too. Fucking Jesus. There you go. Alright. I am not playing 3 minutes of that. The person who got canceled this week, Dream. Because he made a song. And that's that. Okay, we can get to your segment now. Your Dead by Daylight.
Oh, I want to play a little outro for your canceled segment.
Okay.
So I don't really know how this sounds yet, but we're gonna. There's a couple different ones we can test out, but here's one I wanted to try.
What's up? Okay. Well, fist bump? I don't fist bump people like you, man. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh, I was a cupcake. Hey, pick up a cupcake. A cupcake. Fist bump, pick up a cupcake.
Oh god, no.
Cupcake. Hey, pick up a
No.
cupcake. Hey, pick up a cupcake. Cupcake. Fist bump, pick up a cupcake.
Or there's this one.
God, dude.
Okay. And then go back home. Coming out here to pick up a cupcake. Coming out here to pick up a cupcake. And then go back home. Here to pick up a cupcake. Here to pick up a cupcake.
Fucking
Here to pick
Christ.
up a cupcake. Here to pick up a cupcake.
I like this one better.
Jesus
That could be the
fucking
outro
Christ.
for who gets canceled this week.
Jesus Christ.
But oh yeah, so I'm gonna talk about fucking Dead by Daylight, and you know it's a perfect coincidence because of course today is the day the fucking Pinhead drops on Dead by Daylight, and you know they'd rather fucking drop Pinhead than actually fix their fucking game. So let me explain what's going on before I pull up this illustrious list that we're gonna read. So, um, so if you don't know, Dead by Daylight is made by this company called Behavior Interactive, and it's online multiplayer killing game where there's a killer and 4 survivors. They have a bunch of DLC killers like Michael Myers, Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, Ghostface, Nemesis from Resident Evil, the pig from Saw, it can go on and on. They just now got Pinhead from Hellraiser. So, what happened when these DLC killers started coming out? Something changed. The game got really fucking toxic. I don't know what happened, Behavior, but you've completely fucked the survivors in the ass. Because literally every single killer, even the original killers, every single killer is O fucking P. They are faster than you. They are stronger than you. You can't get away from them. You have a hard time fucking dodging them. They fucking... A lot of the killers have a bullshit one-hit knockdown. And the reason they have that, I found out, is because fucking Behavior, the bunch of fucking idiots, programmed their weapons to have a bigger hitbox than they're supposed to have. So that's why there's a lot of one-hit knockdowns, because they don't know how to fucking design a goddamn game. So, also now, Dead by Daylight is having this fucking problem with console lag. It's so bad that when Pinhead got announced, nobody gave a fuck. Literally, on the fucking post where they announced Pinhead, and every single post that they make on their Instagram, the comments literally are nothing but fix the game, 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 fix the lag, fix the console lag, fix the lag, please, please, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Fix the killers, they're too OP, fix this, fix that, fix this, fix that. And what do? Nothing. They release fucking Pinhead, but they can't be bothered to fix their own fucking game. And I know the head of Behavior Interactive, his name's fucking Remy. It was a fucking stupid ass fucking name, but like I don't understand why he can't just fix the game. Like, they do these DLC killers and they make them super OP, and then the game is just, it's so broken to the point where you try to hop over like ledges, it lags out so you get hit. You try to use the wiggle meter for the killers and it fucking like lags so you can't get out. And now it's having this issue where you try to finish generators, and when you do generators, like there's a meter that has to go up before it's complete. Now the meters are resetting themselves. It's fucking bullshit. The game is so bullshit. I was so mad the other day. I threw my controller from my living room to my kitchen. Keep in mind, that's like about 30 feet away from me.
Jesus
where
Christ.
I'm sitting right now. I got so frustrated with how bullshit the game is that I bombed my controller all the way to my kitchen. I was infuriated. The game is so bullshit that you are lucky if you survive one round. Like, it is bullshit. Not to mention, the people that play the game, fuck you, because people, especially people that play as killers, they troll you. So, when they put you on a hook, for example, they face camp you so the other survivors can't get you down, so you fucking die. Also, they decided to give killers like the Huntress and the Trickster projectile weapons, which makes it even worse. So now you got killers with one-hit knockdown weapons, which is pretty much every killer, but then you have killers with fucking projectile weapons. And the survivors have no weapons, no way to fight back, no way, it's not evened out at all. The game is like 90% in favor of the killers and 10% in favor of the survivors. Like, it's not even, the gameplay is not balanced, it's fucking awful, it's toxic, and they need to fucking fix it. Because I want to uninstall Dead by Daylight. I used to love Dead by Daylight. It was not like that when they first released the game. Like it was very fun. You could get a lot of wins. Like it was, and then all this DLC comes, and they keep doing all these tweaks to the game, and now it's like Dead by Daylight is pretty much fucking unplayable. That's how bad it is right now. Like the killers are toxic, the players are toxic, the fucking developers won't fix the fucking game, and they just keep wanting you to pay more and more and more and more fucking money for all these DLC characters instead of making the fucking game fun to play again. It fucking pisses me off. It fucking pisses me off to no end. And so, in my fit of anger, I decided to say, you know what? I'm genuinely curious. If this is how bad Dead by Daylight is, what fucking other games have these people made if Dead by Daylight is this bad?
Oh, dear God.
Hold on, fucking... I'm trying to go to this fucking list, but...
Oh.
No, I'm not trying to go to the behavior website. I was on the fucking... Yeah, there's the page. There's a Wikipedia page. So, they've went under a couple names. They used to be called Megatune from 1992 to 1997. Then they were called Artificial Mind and Movement from 2000 to 2010. They are classified as an indie developer, and they're founded in Quebec, Canada. The president is Remy Rachine, or Rachine, however you say it. And here it lists their most popular games. The 3 most popular games: Dead by Daylight, Fallout Shelter, which was that shitty Fallout mobile game, and Bugs Bunny Lost in Time.
What's that for? The bug. What console is that
We're about
on?
to find out. The PS1.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, but it gets better. We're going to go to their list of titles. This is every game that they've ever worked on. From, where does it start at? From the year 2000 all the way up to 2020. Do you want to hear some of these fucking names of these games? I already leaked you one little one yesterday, but dude, I'm gonna go down the list and read you what game it is, what year it came out, and what platform it's for. So, here are their previous releases prior to Dead by Daylight. They made The Grinch in 2000 on the PlayStation, the PC, and what the fuck is the Dreamcast. Then their second game, Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters 2000, PlayStation and PC. Oh, but their third game, Smurf Racers 2001 for the PlayStation. Oh, but it gets better. Monsters Inc. Scream Team 2001 for the PlayStation, PlayStation 2, and PC. 2002, Ice Age on the Game Boy Advance. 2003, Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem on the Game Boy Advance, PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. Oh, but 2004 is where they really get booming with such amazing titles as Carmen Sandiego, The Secret of the Stolen Drums on the GameCube, Xbox, and PS2. Here's one of their most illustrious titles, Austin. Home on the Range 2004 for the Game Boy Advance. Oh, here's a Game Boy exclusive that they made for the Game Boy Advance in 2004. Disney's Kim Possible 2: Draken's Demise.
What the fuck?
They made a game called Scalar in 2004 for the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox. PS2 exclusive in 2004, Get On Da Mic, which I don't know what this is. Let me click on it. What the fuck is this? Oh my fucking god. It's a game that came with a microphone and it's supposed to be like a basically it's like it's supposed to be like a rock band type game, but you're supposed to be like you have to rap. In 2004 they made another amazing AAA Game Boy Advance exclusive, Lizzie McGuire 2: The Lizzie Diaries.
I can't.
Oh, but they made a game, Austin, 2004 exclusively for the PS2 iToy, which was the PS2 camera, Disney's Move. In 2005, they made Scooby-Doo Unmasked.
No.
I played that game, it sucks. In 2005, another Game Boy exclusive, Disney's Kim Possible 3, Team Possible.
Oh my fucking god.
They were killing it with the Game Boy in 2005 because next up we have That's So Raven 2 Supernatural Style.
Why did that so Raven get 2 games?
In 2005, another Game Boy Advance exclusive, Evergirl, Play Your Way. I'm sorry, Your Way to Play.
What is that?
Oh, but you want to know another Game Boy exclusive in 2005? Chicken Little.
Oh no.
Also, another Game Boy exclusive in 2005, Teen Titans on the Game Boy.
That's actually not too bad. I played that.
2005, I actually like this game, Ed, Edd n Eddy The Misadventures.
Yeah.
They have 2005 for the PS2, Flow Urban Dance Uprising. And then 2005, their first game for the DS, exclusively for the Nintendo DS, Disney's Kim Possible Communicator.
Oh no. What
Then
the
they made
fuck?
Teen Titans in 2006 for PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. Oh, 2006 for the PS2, GameCube, DS, and Game Boy, they made Monster House.
Devin,
2006.
the Kim Possible show didn't even call it the Communicator.
In 2006 for the Wii, PS2, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, and PC, they made The Ant Bully.
The what?
Exclusively for the Game Boy in 2006, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Tipton Caper.
Why does that have a Game Boy game?
Oh, but it doesn't stop there, because also in 2006, exclusively to the DS, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Tipton Trouble.
Why does that have a DS game?
Oh, but Austin, as if their Teen Titans on Game Boy wasn't good enough, 2006 on the Game Boy, Teen Titans 2, The Brotherhood's Revenge.
That might actually be good.
Oh, but 2006 on the PS2, Disney's Kim Possible, What's the Switch?
Ah. They're not even using the puns right.
2006 for the Game Boy, The Sims 2, Pets Edition.
Oh, dear God. Who played
2006
the Sims on Game Boy?
exclusively for the Nintendo DS, Barbie in the 12 Dancing Princesses.
No! No!
We're only in 2006. Also in 2006 on the DS, the Wii, PS2, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, and PC, they made Happy Feet the game.
No! What the
But it gets better.
fuck?
Our first 2007 game, exclusively on the DS, Disney's Kim Possible Global Gemini.
They're not using the puns right. They've made so many Kim Possible games, but they still aren't using the fucking Kim Possible puns right. It's like the seventh one.
They tried their attempt at something that didn't work out this year. In 2007, exclusively for the Game Boy, they made Drake and Josh the game.
Oh,
Oh, but also it gets better. 2007, for the DS, the Wii, and the PS2, they made High School Musical, Making the Cut. In 2007, a game I actually like, they made Spider-Man Friend or Foe. I actually like that game.
That's good. That's good.
2007, as if their exclusives weren't bad enough before, for the DS, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Circle of Spies.
That got a sequel?
Yep.
Why?
That's
Why?
actually the third Sweet Life of Zack and Cody game they made.
Why? Why?
Also in 2007, for the DS, PS2, and PC, they made Power Rangers Super Legends.
Oh dear God! It sounds like they're they're Power Ranger mobile games.
Oh, but they also made in 2007 for the PS2 and the Wii, High School Musical Sing It. Now let me click on this. What is this?
I've seen that in stores. It's just a sing along. It's just a sing along.
Oh, Jesus. Okay,
I saw that in stores when I was a kid. I'm glad I didn't like High School Musical.
They made exclusively for the DS, The Golden Compass, the game.
What's the Golden Compass?
I'm pretty sure it was a movie. I don't know what it was about, though. And then we kick off 2008. Keep in mind, they released 2 High School Musical games in 2007. They kick off 2008 exclusively for the DS. High School Musical 2, Work This Out. Then for 2008 on the DS, the Wii, PS2, PSP, and PC, they made Iron Man, the game. Oh, but it gets better. Exclusively for the DS in 2008, they made The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
No. 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 Those movies suck. I can only imagine the game sucks.
Well, let me click on it and see what it says about it. Oh, it's the Brendan Fraser, The Mummy.
They still suck, dude.
Oh, man. Okay, let me go back to where I was. Okay, so in 2008, for the PS2, they made Mercenaries 2, World in Flames. I don't know what that is.
What the fuck?
Exclusively for the DS in 2008, they made Transformers Animated, the game. 2008, on the DS and the Wii, they made Kung Fu Panda, Legendary Warriors.
Dear fucking God.
Their first game of 2009, exclusively to the DS, Lord of the Rings Conquest.
Why is there a Lord of the Rings game on the DS?
Oh, this gets so much better as we scroll. So, 2009, for the DS and the Wii, they made My Sims Racing.
Oh, no.
2009, their first title for the PS3 and the 360 was Seen It, Bright Lights, Big Screen.
What is that?
That is a movie trivia game.
On the 360?
Yep.
And PS3? Why?
Oh, and I forgot to mention it's on the Wii too. Sorry.
Of course it's on the Wii. Everything they make is on the Wii.
Then in 2009 they made Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs on the Nintendo DS.
I feel like they have a fucking deal with Nintendo at this point.
2009 on the DS, the Wii, and the PS2, they made Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings.
There has not been a game that hasn't been on the Nintendo console?
Well, here's one. In 2009, only for the 360 and PS3, they made Wet.
Say what now?
What is Wet? W-E-T.
What's that?
The cover is like a chick with a gun. And it's rated M for mature.
Can you see what that game is?
The game's gameplay revolves around killing opponents with both firearms and swords while engaging in acrobatic moves. That's what it says.
Alright,
Alright.
okay.
Here's their
You go from Kim
first
Possible to Wet.
Okay. Here's their 2010 games. They started off with a PSP exclusive, Dante's Inferno, which looks like a medieval type game.
That's like the 7th level of hell shit.
In 2010, for the PS3 and 360, they made Naughty Bear. I don't know if you ever played that.
Dude, I've seen Nova play that.
And in 2010, they made 3D Ultra Mini Golf Adventures 2.
This game company is a disaster, dude.
This was the games they released under the name Artificial Mind and Movement. Now we get to what they made under Behavior Interactive, which starts back in the 90s.
No, we can't go back this far. This gonna be so long.
As Behavior Interactive in 1997, their first game for the PlayStation and PC, Jersey Devil. Don't know what this is. It says it's a 3D platformer.
Are we going through their whole catalog, Devin?
Yes.
Oh god.
1999 for the PlayStation and PC, Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. Now we're back to 2010 because that's the only two games they released in the 90s apparently.
Oh, thank fucking god. Thank fucking god.
So back to 2010, they released on the 360, the Wii, PS3, and DS, My Sims Sky Heroes.
Why?
And in one of their most famous games, exclusively for the 360 in 2010, Doritos Crash Course. Doritos Crash Course.
Oh my fucking... Do you know New Legacy Inc. played that shit?
Yeah, it's where you get your Xbox avatars through obstacle courses, is what it says.
Why the fuck?
And then in 2011 they made, for PlayStation 3, Tetris.
They made Tetris for PlayStation 3.
Yep.
What the fuck?
2011 on PC they made Monkey Quest. I don't know what that is. 2011 PlayStation 3, 360 and PC they made Ghostbusters Sanctum of Slime.
That game sucks!
In 2011 on the 360, Wii, PS3 and DS they made Rango the video game. Remember Rango?
Oh dear god, I like that movie, don't ruin it for me.
Oh dear god, 2011 for the Wii, 3DS and DS they made Transformers Dark of the Moon the game.
Oh.
That movie was awful.
Oh.
It gets better. In 2011, exclusively for the 360, they made Wipeout in the Zone.
I have that.
In 2011, on the Wii, DS, and 360, they made Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwreck the game.
Oh dear god.
And fucking in 2011, on exclusively for the DS, they made Victorious Hollywood Arts debut.
Oh dear god, I was actually thinking about buying that game at one point.
Oh, why?
Just for the fucking memes. I was thinking about making it one of my Twitch debuts at the time.
In 2011, for the PlayStation 3 and the 360, they made Voltron Defender of the Universe. And here's their first game of 2012 for the Wii, DS, PS3, and 360 and PC. They made Brave the video game.
Oh, I heard that game's terrible.
In 2012 for the Wii, 3DS, DS, and 360, they made Ice Age, Continental Drift, Arctic games.
Oh, dear God.
I like how they make fucking Wipeout in the Zone, and then the next Wipeout game they make is called Wipeout 3. They don't even have a second one.
No, they had a second one because it was.
It's not on the list.
They didn't make it because it was Connect.
Mm.
I have all
next
the
one-
Wipeout games. I was a big Wipeout fan.
In 2012, they made a sequel to Naughty Bear called Naughty Bear Panic in Paradise.
Why? Why did that deserve a sequel?
I don't know, but they also, in their first game of 2013, exclusively to the iOS and Android, they
Oh,
made
dear God.
Monsters University.
That had a game?
Yep. Oh, but also it gets better. 2013, exclusively to the 360, Doritos Crash Course 2.
Why?
Let me see what Crash Course 2 is.
Why? Why did that need a sequel? 3 years
doesn't
later.
It doesn't even bring up Crash Course 2, it just brings up the first one when you click on it.
What the fuck?
In 2013, for the Wii, in their first game on the Wii U, they made Disney's Planes the game.
Ah.
Oh, but 2013, exclusively on the iOS and Android, they made Pacific Rim the mobile game.
That movie sucked.
2013, Wii U, 3DS, DS, and 360, they made Phineas and Ferb, The Quest for Cool Stuff.
That's actually a pretty fucking good game.
Oh, here's a game that's not good. I hate this game. 2013, they made SpongeBob SquarePants, Plankton's Robotic Revenge.
Oh, I have that.
It's bad.
Yeah, it is.
And now we get into their
Oh,
first
what
game
do
of
you have it on
2013.
though? What do you have it on?
I never played it, but I seen reviews of it, so I know it's bad.
I have it on the Wii. So it's
God.
motion controls.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Their first game of 2014, exclusively for Windows 8 and Windows Phone, Zoo Tycoon Friends.
I'm not even surprised.
For the PS3 and 360, 2014, Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor. 2015, exclusively on the iOS and Android, Pro Field Golf. 2015, they made SpongeBob Hero Pants. Doesn't surprise me. That game was bad too. 2015 on the iOS and Android, they made Home Boov Pop. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh god, my sister had that. It's just like a fucking, the bubble pop type games.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that.
In 2015, they made Fallout Shelter on the iOS and Android. And
That was
the game,
really popular.
the last game they made right before Dead by Daylight came out was on the 3DS, their first game on the PS4 and the Xbox One. It was the Peanuts movie, Snoopy's Grand Adventure.
I have that. Fuck. I have that. It was like
And then-
15 bucks.
Is it good at all?
I don't know, I haven't played it.
Then, of course, their biggest release in 2016 for apparently Dead by Daylight's on Android and iOS. It says it's on Windows, Switch, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Google Stadia, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. Dead by Daylight. Then, so now we're caught up to Dead by Daylight. So now this is what they've made after Dead by Daylight.
Oh dear god.
2016 for the PC, they made Warhammer 4000 Eternal Crusade.
What?
For the iOS and Android in 2016, they made Love and Hip Hop the game. And they made the worst Halo game in 2016. They made Halo Wars Definitive Edition. Now we get to their only game they made in 2017 for the iOS and Android was Assassin's Creed Rebellion.
Oh, dear God.
A game they made in 2018 for iOS and Android was Westworld.
Oh.
The last game they made in 2018 for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC was Death Garden.
What?
Let me see what it is. It's a first-person shooter video game. I don't know. It looks like a shooter game. It says first-person shooter. Then we get to their... They did not release a game in 2019, but they were back in 2020 with a game exclusive for the iOS and Android, Game of Thrones Beyond the Wall. And finally, the most recent game they released in 2020, only for the Switch, Borderlands, the pre-sequel. And that is Behavior Interactive's entire library of games.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Now, when you play Dead by Daylight, just know that those people who made Dead by Daylight are the same people that made all those shitty fucking games. And you wonder why Dead by Daylight's so fucking bad. Look at the people who's making it, and look what they've made since the fucking 90s.
Oh.
So yeah, that took up a good portion of time. That was my list of Behavior Interactive games that they made. So fuck Dead by Daylight and fuck Behavior Interactive. Fix the fucking game. That's all I gotta say about it.
Well, on that note, we can get to Stranger Things.
Okay, now with this long ass fucking podcast, it's time for Stranger Things for the week. So this week we watched Stranger Things Chapter 7, The Lost Sister. Let me go back to it. This was a shorter episode. It was only 45 minutes. If it would fucking load on Netflix. Okay.
I will say it's one of the weaker episodes.
Oh, yeah. So this episode, but before we start getting into it, this episode is very weird. It's not like any of the episodes that we've seen so far through season 1 and 2, and it takes place in a completely different setting the entire episode. So last episode we left on the cliffhanger with the darts climbing up the elevator shaft into the lab, and this episode we don't start with that, which is a first for Stranger Things. We start with 11 at her mama's house, and she's still seeing the vision, and then she finds like old files and pictures from the lab, and then she finds a picture of this girl and somehow determines from talking to Mama in what they're calling the mind circle or something like that. Apparently that's what that area that always has fucking water on the floor, apparently that's what that's called, the mind circle. So from that she gathers that girl is her sister, apparently, because the reason she's her sister is because they were both kids at the lab, I guess.
Yes.
And according to 11, Mama wants her to find her for some reason, and so 11 walks in on fucking the other lady telling somebody that 11's there. I don't know who she was talking to, but
I assume it was the badman, as they called him.
So then 11 runs away, and then we go into the intro. Also, they have a thing on the television that has an 8 on it, which is an allude to the sister character because her name is 8.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what her real name is, but they just
No,
call her
because they
8.
don't say it.
But
Like,
so
this episode's very weak.
yeah, it's very strange, and it feels like a filler episode, to be honest.
That's one thing I don't understand with this season. It has 9 episodes, but really it only needs 8. Like,
Yeah.
this episode could be taken out and it would have been fine.
I guess it's supposed to add more character development for 11, I guess, but even then, like, it's not that much character development. Like,
No.
but anyway, after the fucking intro, we see 11 is on a bus and she's going into Illinois. She gets off the bus and sees cops. Now, the cops we see are the cops that we saw in the opening of season 2. We'll get back to that later. But so 11's walking around the city, and then she walks into this area that looks like it's nothing but fucking homeless people. And then somehow she comes, so she just, apparently 11 has this thing now to where she just, they never said it before, but apparently now this is apparently part of her powers. She can know exactly where somebody is without even having to move. Apparently that's a thing she can do now. So she knew where her sister was, I guess, and so get down though. So basically, she walks up to this group. There's a guy with the big red mohawk, this big black dude with the ponytail that I didn't notice at first, but it's like growing out of the back of his head. It's really weird. There's this chick with frizzy hair, and then this other chick with an afro, and then she tells them she's there to find her sister, and they're telling her to like go away or whatever. And then all of a sudden, excuse me, the guy gets spiders on his hand and gets freaked out, and then we see the sister character, or I'm just gonna say 8 from now on. So we see 8, and we learn that she has the power to take things from people's dreams or thoughts and turn them into reality. So so she knows that that guy is afraid of spiders, so she took that fear and turned it into a real thing, or what is led to believe that it's a real thing, but it's not actually real. So then they start talking, and then she sees 11 has the telekinesis or whatever, and then so they both pull their sleeves up and put their numbers next to each other, and then they call each other sister and start hugging. So then they talk for a while about their powers, and that's when 8 goes into what she can do, and then they start talking about the lab and stuff and their history, and then she introduces 11 to the other characters. I don't remember all their names. I know the big black dude, for some reason his name is Sunshine.
Because of course.
Yeah. But basically, so who these people basically are, what they do. So basically 8, I guess, is like the leader of the group, and I don't, it's not said exactly why the other people are with her, because they don't have powers, and she just says that they're outcasts. And so what they do is they rob places and they kill people from the lab, like the quote unquote bad men. That's what they do. So they basically convince 11 to help them do that. And so and I'm already halfway through the episode. This is a short episode. So 8 and 11 are standing out in this area where there's like a random train car in the middle of this fucking road for some reason. And yeah, I'll just call it Thomas EXE. So fucking
Great.
so
Wonderful.
basically 8 wants 11 to move Thomas EXE, but 11 had told 8 that she moved a van before when she got angry because she can be stronger when she gets angry. So she tries to move Thomas EXE at first, but Thomas won't move, and then fucking she says she can't do it, and then 8 starts telling her to think about all the bad stuff that's happened to her and all the people that did her wrong, and was saying, oh, they took your mom from you, they took your life from you, and this and that, which made 11 mad. So she started moving Thomas EXE down the road, and then all the other characters start cheering. I mean, you would think they'd be fucking scared because
You think they'd be like, what the fuck?
like unlike 8, 11's powers can actually do shit that's real. Like, I'm not trying to diss 8's powers, but all 8's powers are is that she can make people see things.
No, fuck 8. Fuck 8. Like, her
Alright.
powers suck ass. Like,
Well, for all you
11
8
could-
fans, you can come after Austin.
like, legit, but I'm just saying, because, like, 11 can explode people's brains with her fucking mind.
Yeah.
Like, what can 8 do? Oh, you see that rabbit over there? It's not fucking real. Like,
So they take 11 into this room where they have like pictures of everybody who works at the lab, and then 11 picks out this one bald guy, and basically the reason she wants to go for him is because he hurt Mama and also hurt 11 and 8 when they were kids, I guess. So they devise a plan to go kill him, and they decide to give 11 a makeover. So now she's like grunge 11, and the reason I'm not calling her Jane is because Austin told me that after this season they don't call her Jane anymore, so I'm just gonna keep calling her 11.
dude, after this episode, they don't call her Jane anymore.
Well, there you go. So all they really did was give her a black shirt, a black jacket, fingerless gloves, and some eyeshadow, and slick her hair back. I mean, that's really not much
They just
compared
went to
how everybody else in the group looks. It's not much of a change.
They just took the Hot Topic.
Yeah, basically. So they uncover their van and get in it and drive, and as they drive, the cop notices that that's the van that he saw get away in the very first scene of season 2, where we saw 8 and this crew escaping from the cops. So the cop recognizes the van, so obviously he puts interest out on the van. So they stop at this gas station, and 8 says that they're stopping there to stock up. So she makes the cashier see that the bathroom is leaking, even though it's not. So they start stealing stuff, and the Mohawk dude, I'm just going to call him Shannon Moore, so Shannon Moore starts taking money out of the register, and the cashier comes back, and he points a gun at him and whatever. And then 8's like, oh my god, don't put the gun down, don't shoot, we're on the same side, and we're only stealing from you because whatever. And it's like, what
I feel
the
like
fuck?
we should mention, though, 8 is supposed to have an accent, but it fades in and out.
Yeah,
through
it
the
was
whole
really
episode.
weird. Like, one scene she would have an accent, and the other scene she wouldn't. It was really weird. But so the guy's not fucking buying anything she's saying because it's fucking stupid. So then 11 just screams and throws him against the wall and knocks him unconscious. So then they start stealing stuff, but then they hear cop sirens, so they have to run to the van and they hightail it out of there. And then the next scene, they're pulling into this apartment complex where the bald guy lives. And so he's sitting there watching TV, and 11 goes into the mind circle and sees that he's watching TV, and she says that he's by himself. And so they figure out what apartment he's in, so they all put on their fucking purge masks. 11 has a mask that looks like Happy Death Day, and fucking Sunshine has a mask that looks like a Care Bear and shit. So 11 uses her powers to unlock the door and shut the TV off, and then they all walk in while he's trying to fix the TV, and then 8 says something, and they basically hold the guy hostage. They tell the frizzy hair chick and the mohawk guy and the other afro hair chick to go steal or whatever, and then Sunshine is like the bodyguard. So
Yeah. Sunshine's actually a pretty good character in this episode. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, he's
It's
the
like
only person out of the fucking group I can remember their name besides 8.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so 11 and 8 stand in front of him, and they take their masks off, and 8 is like, "Do you remember us?" And he's like, "No." So then she makes him see them as the kids, and she's like, "Do you remember us now?" And then he starts freaking out. So then they start beating him up, and 11 throws him against the wall, and 8 is just fucking egging her on, telling Jane 11 whatever to fucking kill him. Cause the reason I keep saying Jane is because fucking 8 keeps calling her Jane for some reason, and
I don't understand why they would even try to change the name, dude. Like,
I don't know.
cause like everybody calls her 11 or L. Like, there's no fucking reason to just put out her real name. Just keep her as 11, dude.
Yeah. So they're attacking him, and then he's trying to plead with them that he can help them because he can help them find him, and they're like, who? And he says whatever the guy's name is, and then they figure out that that's Papa, even though Papa got killed by the Demogorgon in the first season, or at least I think. But
I'm pretty sure he did.
so then 11 saying Papa's dead, and 8 is like, don't play with us, don't you start lying to us. And he says that Papa is alive and he'll take him to him, and then 8 is just like, just kill him. And then so 11 starts strangling him, and then she sees that he has 2 daughters, and at the same time Shannon Moore finds out that his 2 kids are in the room. So then 11 lets him go, and 8's like, what are you doing? What's wrong? And then Shannon Moore comes out and is like, we got a problem. There's 2 kids in here, and they called the cops. And then we start hearing cop sirens, and like, we got to get out of here. And the 8's like, no, not until the job is finished. And then she's telling 11 to finish it, and 11 just won't do it. So then they have to hightail it out of there before the cops get there. And then the next scene, they're back at their warehouse that they live in, I guess. And so 11's sitting there, and 8 comes in and is telling her that she needs to overcome her pain and her anger and all that, and whatever. And then she makes 11 see Papa, even though he's not real. And then Papa starts telling her that she has a wound, and if she doesn't heal it, it's gonna keep growing and growing until it kills her, basically. And she tells 8 to get out of her head. And then 8 starts talking about, we can get through our wounds and heal them together. But you can tell 11's already like, you know what, I'm having second thoughts about coming here. And then they're all sitting there playing. Was it poker they were playing? I don't even know what they were playing. It might be blackjack. I don't know.
Something to do with gambling.
Yeah, and then we see that the cops found their hideout because they were fucking tracking their van. We see the same cop with the mustache, and so 11 puts her fucking Mick Foley, Daniel Bryan Eco Championship flannel up to her neck, and envisions, she goes back into the mind circle and sees Hopper she sees a mind circle perspective on the end of the last episode, which is really weird. And so Hopper's saying, or talking about the graveyard, and then she sees Mike trying to tell him that it's a trap, and she tries to go to Mike and doesn't find him. So they're really building up the when Mike and Eleven finally reunite. Um,
Yeah.
and that's when Eleven realizes that something's going on and she has to go help them. And so the cops find them and they start going after them. They get up into the attic, and then 8 makes the cops think that the room's empty when they're actually standing there. So then they run out the front, and they go to get in their van, and cops see them, and there's a shootout going on. So they hide behind the van, and then 8 erects a fucking like Pacific Rim, like I don't even know, like
Looked
futuristic
like
fucking wall.
it looked like some like the Maze Runner trailers or some shit.
Yeah. And then the cops are just stunned because they don't know what to think. So then they're all getting in the van, and then 8's like, come on, Jane, let's go. We got to get out of here now. And then 11's like, no, I can't. I have to go back home to my friends. And 8's confused why. And then and she's like, oh, well, aren't you here to avenge your mother and this and that? And 11's basically like saying she was, but now she realizes she has to go help her friends or whatever. So she starts doing this really weird run, and then the wall disappears and they have to drive off with the cops following them. And then it cuts to 11 in another bus, I think.
Yeah.
And this random black woman just all of a sudden starts talking to her, and then sits next to her, and then starts asking her questions. And eventually 11 answers, and she asks 11 where she's going, and then 11 says, I'm going to see my friends. I'm going home.
I'm going home. Yeah.
And then the episode ends. So this is a really short fucking episode. Not a lot happened. Honestly, it was supposed to give more character development to 11 with her being able to release her rage and stuff, and showing how she can be stronger if she gets angry, I guess. And it's supposed to make her have the realization that, like, Mike and his friends and Hopper, like, all that's her real home, and there's no reason for her to avenge her mother or whatever. But, I mean, honestly, they could have just had that as part of a regular episode, and it would have done the same thing. There was no reason, really, for this whole entire fucking, like, turning her into, like, this grunge fucking 80s punk, and fucking robbing a gas station, and fucking, like, it just, the whole episode felt pointless. Like,
Yeah.
it felt, I was telling Austin this as soon as it ended, I was like, that felt like a filler episode. Like, and Austin said it himself, that they could have just taken this episode out of season 2 and it wouldn't have changed anything.
Dude, legit, I was telling Devin this. Before today, I had only watched the episode once because I genuinely don't like it. Every time I go to season 2, which has been like a couple other times, I went to season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And in preparation for season 3 when it came out, I always skip this episode. Always did.
It's just not good. Like, honestly,
No.
this is the worst episode so far of both seasons. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not like bad in terms of like acting and all that, but it just in terms of the story.
Eight's
like,
accent needs to be fixed, but like.
Yeah. But like just in terms of it's just it feels like, because you end episode 6 on such a fucking cliffhanger, and then episode 7 is just following a different character in a completely different setting, and like not continuing from the cliffhanger.
It feels like it's a disappointing episode.
It's like they had the cliffhanger for part 6, they hit pause, and the pause is part 7, and then part 8 is where they're gonna press play. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
There was really no reason for this episode at all. And from what Austin tells me, we never see the 8 character again, so what the fuck was the point? Unless we're gonna see her in season 4, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what I was.
But
Maybe season 4. I don't know.
what's your thoughts on the episode? Because I think it honestly, like, it was short. Thankfully, it was short, and it also
I
just was
mean,
pointless to me.
it was short, but I genuinely don't like the episode. Like, not
Mhm.
because it's not like it's not terrible in the acting department, but like if they were gonna have this episode, they could have made this the first episode.
Mhm.
They could
Yeah,
have.
because
They could have like.
what I was so confused on was why did they show these characters in the very first scene of season 2 only to not pick back up with these characters all the way until episode 7 and then never have these characters again. It seems very, for lack of a better word,
See,
strange to do that.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. When I first started watching Stranger Things, I started with season 2. I didn't start with season 1. I watched season 1 after season 2, which
Hmm.
is pretty ass backwards of me, but still. Like, when I started season 2, I was like, okay, this looks fucking good.
Hmm.
Then it started with different characters, and I'm like, what the fuck? like, like, I was even more confused than you were, because I'm just like, what the fuck? So, I
Yeah.
mean, I genuinely, I don't even know, man. Like, this episode, it's not the greatest. It's probably the worst one of the series so far.
Yeah, honestly, it's not good. It's it's it,
If
it's not
I
good.
would say if you're watching Stranger Things season 2, just skip the episode. That's what I do every time.
Yeah.
I probably won't watch this episode ever again. So
Yeah, me neither. It's
yeah.
I mean, I'm glad it's
Like
over with.
the other episodes have much more rewatchability. This doesn't.
I mean, it's because of the fact that all the other episodes they tell what's going on with 11, but they also continue the rest of the story as well. Like, they continue all of the other characters, but this episode puts it continues 11 but puts every other aspect of Stranger Things on hold for 40 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like you get so invested in episode 6 with the cliffhanger, and then this episode completely takes you out of it. And then I mean, I can't say yet because I haven't seen episode 8, but I imagine when we see episode 8, we're all of a sudden going to be thrown back into what happened in episode 6, and it's just
Yeah.
going to be like, what the, like,
We are.
so it just seemed like such a pointless thing, and it really doesn't make sense because, like, why? Because season 1 had did season 1 have 8 episodes, right? I'm pretty
Season
sure.
1 had 8 episodes, and season 3 has 8 episodes.
Yeah, so
This is the only one
why?
with 9 episodes.
So why does this have 9? I'd like if this like if they could take this episode out and all 3 seasons would have 8 episodes. Like, what is
Yeah.
the reason for this extra pointless episode for these extra pointless characters that they added in that have no really any reason to be in this fucking story? This is
Yeah,
like the
because I mean,
definition, 100% definition of a fucking side plot.
I hope they don't do this in season 4, because I know they don't do this in season 3. They don't do this in
Hmm.
season 3. I hope
Uh,
they don't do this in season 4, because I've heard rumors that there's going to be a higher episode count,
oh
like
god.
possibly 10.
Jesus.
So I'm just hoping you don't get that, you know.
Yeah. I mean, overall, this episode was just, it wasn't good. It wasn't the worst thing I ever watched, but compared to every episode we've watched so far, it just felt pointless. That's all I can keep coming up with is just pointless.
Oh, excuse me.
But I mean, that was Chapter 7, The Lost Sister. Next up, we have episode. Hold on, let me click on it. Chapter 8, which is called The Mind Flare. So, I'm guessing this is going to be the first time they address the Mind Flare as the Mind Flare. So,
Yes.
it says, here's a description. It says, an unlikely hero steps forward when a deadly development puts the Hawkins lab on lockdown, trapping Will and several others inside. So, yeah. And then all we have left after that is episode 9, which is going to be the season finale. So, there you go. That was that was your disappointing Stranger Things for the week. I don't imagine we'll say that too many times, but this is the first time we said it was disappointing. This was the first bad episode. This was genuinely fucking bad.
Yeah.
So, well, that was your Stranger Things for the week. Back to the fucking podcast.
Alright, we're back from Stranger Things.
Yeah, so after all that talking that I did, Austin has some topics he wants to talk about, so I'm going to take a break from talking, and I'm going to let Austin take over for a little bit.
Well,
so tell me what these topics are.
First topic is kind of lighthearted, actually. Blue's Clues turns 25 years old this year.
Jesus Christ, I remember watching that when I was a kid.
Yeah, and for the 25th anniversary, they had the person who played Steve basically make a 2-minute video saying that he, like, basically talking about the way he left the show and saying how he never forgot about the people who got him to where he is today, which is the people who watch Blue's Clues. So it was kind of lighthearted and shit. Kind of made.
What the fuck did you say?
Fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Lightheaded.
Lightheaded. Or lighthearted. God fucking damn it. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I'm dumb. Well.
Oh my fucking god.
There's that. Then we have the first topic that I saw that I put on the topic list, which was the Batwoman show, which I've talked about on this podcast a good bit.
Yeah.
Which I plan on making a video about it in the future. But they have cast their version of Poison Ivy. Do you want to know who that is?
Oh god. Is it Joey King?
No, I would have had a heart attack.
Is it Brie Larson?
No, I would have had a double heart attack. Her name is Bridget Regan.
Mm-hmm.
The only things that she's been in that's notable is Paradise Lost. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see the second thing that she's known for. Jane the Virgin. Great. Fucking wonderful. Then you see the third thing and you see John Wick, and it's like, okay. Okay. Then the fourth most well-known thing that she's known for, Batwoman. She's not even on the show yet.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
But that's okay. If you go down farther down the list, there's other things. There's the other things. A Lifetime movie called Christmas Getaway.
Oh my fucking god. The only people who watch fucking Lifetime are fucking old women.
Yep. A movie called Devil's Gate. Oh wait, that's another Lifetime movie. Great.
Oh my god.
Grey's Anatomy. Oh God. Oh, a Hallmark movie, Magic Stocking.
Jesus Christ, dude.
The Good Wife. Oh, we're not done. We're not done.
Oh God.
The live-action Beauty and the Beast.
Oh my fucking God. Oh.
NCIS Los Angeles. Oh, it gets better. Sex in the City.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're not done. We're not done because Project Greenlight, Home and Family, Jimmy Kimmel, The View, The Black Donnellys. What the fuck ever is that? Oh, great. Just the icing on the cake. The last one. Law and Order, Criminal Intent. So, thank you for making my video making process worse. You know. You wanna know the worst thing too? Not even a redhead.
Oh my God.
You casted Poison Ivy and she doesn't even have red hair. Fuck you. No, just fuck you. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna cast Harley Quinn and she's gonna be like wearing some fucking like weird fucking suit and she's gonna have like all black hair? The fuck's wrong with you? God fucking damn it.
Alright, what's our last topic?
Well, Daffney is our last topic.
Yeah, Daphne. Uh, I forget what's her real name. Something Unger, I think.
I
I think I sent you it. Hold on.
Yeah, you sent me it.
Where is it? It's a Shannon. Well, this thing says Shannon Spurl.
Yeah.
She just died couple days ago, and people believed that it was from suicide because the night before she was found dead, she posted on her Instagram about how she says she felt so alone and that she had nobody and that she didn't want to be here anymore and she wanted to end it all, and then the next day she's found dead.
Jesus.
So it's implied that she killed herself.
God damn.
It's really sad to see. We got, there's a lot of people that died in 2020, and now there's people dying in 2021. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Especially wrestlers. Like, really sucks.
Yeah. I mean, last week we had Ed Eisner, and then this week we have Daffney. It's like, fuck.
And we had New Jack not too long ago. Like, just sucks, man. It's, like, especially the suicide, too.
Not forget Paul Orndorff, too.
Yeah, him, too. It's like,
it's like
so many
fuck.
people died. I can't even remember everybody that died.
Yeah. It's like shit, dude. Like,
Yeah. And the sad thing is, if you actually go to Daphne's Instagram, like on her last Instagram post, 'cause I think she deleted the video where she was saying all that stuff. Like, there's people, like so many people in the comments desperately trying to reach out to her and thinking that she's still alive, and like trying to help her, but she's gone.
Yeah.
It's sad. Rest in peace, uh, Shannon Spurl, aka the Scream Queen Daffney, as wrestling fans know her.
Rest in peace, Screen Queen.
It's kind of a sad note to end on.
Yeah.
But yeah, rest in peace, Daphne, and thank you, everybody, so much for watching this episode of the What the Fuck podcast. We will see you next week for episode 19, and we'll have more Stranger Things as we're getting closer to the end of season 2. I believe we're going to be on episode, is it 8? Or is it 7?
I think it's 8.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know. We're recording like Strange Things. We're recording tomorrow and putting it into the podcast,
Yeah.
so we don't really.
Yeah,
It's gonna be 8. It's gonna be 8 because we did 6
yeah,
last
so we're
week.
getting real close to the end, because then episode 20 will be the finale of Stranger Things season 2.
Yeah.
So before whenever it is that we start season 3,
Yeah.
and then next year we'll do season 4 as well. But that being said, thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you all next week for episode 19.
Peace.
Rest in peace, Daphne.
Rest in peace.